we glide. Neon pulse in the midnight air. Wires hum like they know you're there. Echoes ride through the circuit tide. We drift, we move, electrified. Oh, sacred bridge where legends play. The Blues march on day by day. From the academy's nurturing hands to the roaring crowds in distant lands. Chelsea Sessions brings the game to life, with training clips and match insights so rife. We dive deep into every play, where the Blues make history every day. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place.
Welcome, one and all. Welcome, one and all. This is the live Napoli versus Chelsea UEFA Champions League 2025 to 2026 watch along, match commentary, and reaction. Now, the lineup is out. I was trying to figure out how I could get the lineup graphics that I usually do for any sort of watch alongs that I do to be placed together. However, Napoli, because they're being a loser already, did not release their graphics or release any graphics, at least in a way that I can be able to download it and put it in a split screen, like what I usually do with the men's team or the women's team for Chelsea and then whoever they're playing against. But that's by the way. Let us move into looking at the lineup for both teams. So that is not the right thing. I don't know what's going on here. Technical difficulties. But we move. All right, so this is the lineup. All right, so the lineup for Napoli, since they are the home side. Let us start with the home side. So we have Meret in goal. We have De Lorenzo, who's the captain on the right-hand side of a three at the back system or structure, formation, I should say. I don't know what's wrong with me today. We have Juan Guillermo. I'll probably butcher that name. You have Juan Jesus Spinazzola. You have Lobot. What is this? Oh my word! I'm butchering this name. Lobotka. Scott McTominay. You have Oliveira. We have Vergara. Oh my word! Elmas and Rasmus Holland. So for Chelsea, we have Robert Sanchez in goal. Gusto, James, Fofana, it's said to be a three at the back. We'll see if that's actually the case. Cucurella, Caicedo, Andre Santos, Estevao, Enzo, Pedro Neto, and Joao Pedro. Very interesting. So we see a quote-unquote three-man midfield yet again from Chelsea, with all three midfielders that Chelsea can play, with Caicedo, Santos, and Enzo all said to be starting. Estevao, Neto, and Joao Pedro appear to be the other options as well. So we'll have to see what happens. Let me check what's going on in the chat. Okay, so big up to Blue Line Chelsea. Says like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Road to 5K is on. Yes, the road to 5K is indeed on. We're 479 away from that target. That is the next target that we have. I was hoping we'd be able to get it before February begins. Nonetheless, it's still possible. There's still about 2 days, and some hours before February begins. Well, actually, it would actually be 3 days. Yeah. So it's still possible. We'll see what happens as the stream goes by, and of course as the rest of the week goes by as well. But yes, thank you very much, Blue Line Chelsea, and thank you for showing the support as well. So there's a fire emoji here from Blue Line Chelsea. Big up Blues. That's from Blue Line Chelsea. Says Chelsea on a roll. Let's believe in the UCL title campaign. We'll make it happen. Never say never. Well, yeah. I know somebody who will always say never say never. And if you don't buy the ticket, you can't win the lottery. So you never know. We'll see what happens. In Liam and the young agile squad, I believe. Let's go. Very excited. You can see Willa and Chelsea is very excited. And yes, and of course, Nightbot is saying, can you help us make it to our subscribers goal of 5,000? Can we get to that goal of 5,000 before the end of the stream? It may be a massive ask, but we'll see what happens. There's about 48 minutes to go before the match kicks off as well. So I'm going to ensure that I have everything prepared as well. But that is the lineup for both teams, as you guys can see. This, according to, I believe this is from TNT Sports. It said that Conte will be fielding his team in a 3-4-2-1, or as we know it as a 3-4-3 structure, with Holland being supported by two attacking midfielders, as they call them, or attackers, in behind him. And then you have a two-man midfield that is supported by Spinazzola and Oliveira. So that makes it a 4. And then, of course, the 3 at the back is Di Lorenzo. I don't want to butcher that name. You have Juan Jesus as well. So it's Buen Guillaume. So, yeah, that is it. I'll be right back. Just need to do something briefly. But let's see what we can do here in the meantime. I'll be right back.
In the midnight air, wires hum like they know you're there. Echoes right through the circuit tide. We drift, we move, electrified. We glide. Neon pulse in the midnight air. Wires hum like they know you're there. Echoes ride through the circuit tide. We drift, we move, electrified.
Alrighty, so just having some technical difficulties. I'm just gonna take this time now to check what's going on with see what's going on online. All right, and this is the biggest thing here. This is the biggest news of the day, for Chelsea at least, with the news of Raheem Sterling as well. All right, so this is the information. This is on Raheem Sterling. So it says Raheem Sterling expected to leave Chelsea in the next days and ready to make his move soon. All right, so of course this is outdated, but this is one of the first things we can use, as it says here that Chelsea and Sterling's camp in contact to find a solution before Monday as CFC are prepared to let Raheem leave. Talks on the way between parties. So that is the first part. But we do have another one from Chelsea FC where they would have, of course, announced and put out a club statement saying that Raheem Sterling has, come to a mutual consent with them or a mutual agreement to terminate his contract. So let me just quickly find that. All right, okay, I'm going to use the Athletic tweet that I'm seeing here, then I'll go back. I'll read the one that Chelsea put out. So I can probably go onto the website itself and just look it up. But as you guys can see here, it says that Raheem Sterling has left Chelsea after a mutual agreement was reached to terminate his contract. The 31-year-old had been left out of Chelsea's senior squad all season and had been training away from the first team. His last competitive game for the club was in May of 2024, which would have been under Pochettino as well. It is an unfortunate situation with Sterling. I know a lot of people say that he deserved it because of the fact that he went to Arsenal and said that you're going to see the best Sterling ever. But it is never good for any player who loves to play football to not be playing games. So hopefully he finds the best solution for himself. And it works out for him. So let me see. Let me share this one now. So this is it. So club statement, Raheem Sterling, 3 hours ago, according to my end. It says Raheem Sterling has today departed Chelsea Football Club by mutual consent or mutual agreement. That's what's there. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. Same thing. Bringing to an end 3.5 seasons as our player, having signed the summer of 2022 when he was transferred from Manchester City. We thank Raheem for the contributions he made while a Chelsea player and wish him well for the next stage in his career. This is a very brief and very respectful statement from the Chelsea FC team and the club itself with this club statement on the website. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a bit disappointed when Raheem Sterling joined the Chelsea. I was very hopeful. Of course, he was at that time the first Jamaican-born but English player. And I wanted that to be like the start of something that would really, highlight Jamaica, not just for, the track and field and the athletics, but also for football. And of course, Chelsea have signed Jamaican players before, and they have signed one in Dujon Whisper Richards, or Dujon Richards. It's a case where, of course, he has been utilized in the under 21s, under 23s, depending on what terminology you want to use. And of course, he picked up an injury as well in the past that kept him out for a while. So the trajectory of what he could do, or if he would get a call up, by Rosenior or whatever the case may be, that remains to be seen. But yeah, Raheem Sterling has departed Chelsea, and I'm disappointed because I wanted it to be a case where it worked out better than it did. He started off very promising and he had some glimpses here and there, but at the same time, he did go to Arsenal and it was alone, and he did say that it would be the best that you see of him and all of that. And I mean, you can take it in whatever way you want it to. I would like to take it in a way to say that maybe they mean it in a way as a disrespect to Chelsea. Maybe just meant that you'd see the best of him, this season. But I'm not going to make excuses for him. It's in the past. He has departed Chelsea. And as the club has said, wishing well for the next stage in his career. He's 31 years old, so that means that he's on the tail end of his career. But of course, he'll still want to be able to find some way, if possible at this time, to be a part of the World Cup squad and maybe see what happens there. He's been a mainstay in the World Cup squad in the past, and he's offered some benefits to them in the Euros as well, England that is. So maybe he'll hold on to that hope that he will get the chance to play, but right now it's not looking likely. Let me check us in the chat right now. All right, so it's just Nightbot. Let's see Let's see. Okay, let's go up here. There's a lot of comments. In Lee, okay, all right, that's that. Big up to you, Jordan. Blue Line Chelsea saying big up Jordan as well. Big up to you, JPT. He says God is good. Raheem the nightmare gone. 320,000 a week to now be divided between 5 to 6 new teenagers this summer. Wow. Wow. Tactical talk. Tyrone, how do you think Conte will set up his team tactically? I mean, I think it will be based on how the lineup is here. I do believe that it will very much look like this structure. It could become a case where they do become a 5-2-3, or what I would like to call it, which I've never really heard anybody say this often, a 5-2-2-2-1. 5-2-2. I don't think anybody has ever said that. Or 5-4-1. Call it that. 5-4-1. I think that may be the case. It will, of course, shape up to be a 3-4-3 or a 3-4-2-1 or a 3-4-1-2, because at certain intervals you may see, I'm forgetting this guy's name now. You may have an Elmas, for example, being alongside a Holland, or Holland playing off one of those players. So that is very much a possibility. But I do believe that would be the case. For Chelsea, that's the one that I think is very important here, because I'm hearing people say that Gusto, James, and Fofana is the back three. Well, probably not. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. And perhaps that is the case. We do have centre backs on the bench. We have Chalobah, we have Badiashile, but Fofana is the only actual centre back that is in the starting 11, of course. So that is going to be interesting. So will James be playing as a centre back? We'll have to see what happens there. But if that is the case, and I would say that Rosenior is trying to match Conte, but of course, anybody that knows Rosenior, he does utilize different formations in games, in inside the game, or each game. It's a different sort of formation. He is known for playing a 3-4-1-2. He's known for playing a 3-4-2-1, 3-4-3, as you people know it as, or 3-5-2. He's known for playing a 4-2-3-1, a 4-3-3, a 4-2-4. So he's in terms of tactical, he's flexible in that sense. So that is one thing that, if anybody has followed his managerial career or his coaching career, he's been able to utilize different formations. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, as is football. Sometimes your tactics don't work. But yeah, as I said, it'll be interesting to see. Will Neto be playing behind Pedro, or will it be a case where Estevao and Neto will be playing on the wide flanks, or the flanks, I should say, because if it's the flanks, then it's wide, of course. So that's the case. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how we line up. There is some players that are on the bench as well. We have Merrick, who's on the bench. Jorgensen, who's back. Thankfully, he's okay. Of course, after having to come off in the game in the past, I don't remember who we faced off against, and he had to come off at halftime. But Acheng Pong is on the bench. We have Badiashile, Chalobah, Hato, Palmer. Palmer is on the bench, which is something positive. Gittings, Garnacho, Delap. Tyrick George, a player that was linked with leaving Chelsea. He could still leave, may not be leaving now because of how late it is in the window, unless on deadline day something drastic happens. And Mark Gue. So that is the option. So I think Tosin not being in the squad is one that really interests a lot of people. But yeah, that's the case. All right, so I'm just looking at the on some notifications that I'm getting from X to see if there's any other news. All right, so I'm seeing what Vince has said about he doesn't see a problem if Rosenior goes 3-4-3 tonight. It's one of the ways to stop Conte shape. Yeah, so if you match up there with their structure with a 3-4-3 or a 3 at the back, then maybe that's the case. Okay, so let me go through here. So JPT is also saying that I get it, TT. I wanted Peruvian players like Pizarro to do well at Chelsea. I thought it would be something. it would be something scoring in his debut, but he was overhyped for clubbing country. I can't read, man. That's what's going on. Glorified backup striker. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so that's that. So the game is going to kick off in about 33 minutes. I'm going to go back over to X to see if there's any other information available, but I'm not seeing anything. So let me go to this now. This says Reece James captains Chelsea for the 50th time tonight. This is a positive thing. He's been captain for 50 games, and that is very good. Very good statistics to see there as well. But I'm going to see what else I can do here. Well, yeah, that's the key thing right now. Right, so let me just go back to sharing this photo instead, and then I'll just find a way to navigate through this thing. So just bear with me. I'm just trying to see if there's any other thing that is there. All right, so just to revisit the situation with Raheem Sterling. There's this photo that he posted, or not photo. There's a story that he posted about his situation. So I'm gonna just remove this so that I can share this. Right. So in the message it says, "All eyes on the future. God is great." So of course, I mean, it's a nice message. It'll be interesting to see if he will post anything about his departure from Chelsea. I know typically in the past when players have left Chelsea, in the sense of termination, they have gone about, posting something just out of respect to say that about their time at the club. Of course, his time at the club, I don't want to use the word bitter, but it also did become one of bitter, and of course not being in the squad is of course something that clearly isn't anything good. And of course, if you're not in this, if you're phased out of the team and you're not even playing, or you're barely playing for the under 20s or whatever the case may be, then that means that the relationship wasn't really the greatest. So as I said, I'm really disappointed that it ended like that, but we move. All right, so the Blue Line Chelsea saying, how do you see us dealing with the midfield physicality, especially the touring presence of McTominay? Do you expect Napoli to make it a physical? I think it will be a physical game. I think it will also be a game where there will be some imbalance in that midfield for Napoli. They do have the option of inverting as well, because just like what I read with Vince, and I'm saying that is the best way to to weaken the strength or the capabilities of Napoli. There's also a way of eradicating the sort of imbalance that they have, which is of course to utilize what we've seen happen with former coaches at Chelsea, and especially Rosenior, with inverting of fullbacks or inverting of players. So if Conte remains as tactically sound as I think he is, he's a good manager or a good coach. I think he may also visit that possibility of utilizing, and I'm going to just share this and put it in full screen so I can see who's here. So he could very well make the situation be a case of a 4-3-2-1 or a hybrid 4-3-3. So what he could do is that Spinazzola could also, because Spinazzola has been able to invert in the midfield. So just like how Chelsea are said to be utilizing a three-man midfield, of course, Enzo will be the more advanced of the two of additional midfielders that Chelsea are starting. But of course, he's going to be tasked with having to drop deep at times, supporting the midfield. And of course, the same can be said for Estevao or Neto, with supporting the likes of Cucurella. We know Neto and Cucurella have had link-up plays and all that in the past. So he'll be tasked with that. So I think that in the midfield, the physicality will be there. You mentioned McTominay, but not just McTominay. You also have Spinazzola, who's a very aggressive player. He loves to get into tackles, and he loves to really get at the opponent. So of course that is something to watch. So I think that just they may be utilizing what people consider a two-man midfield, but of course they can also invert with Spinazzola also coming in, and then of course Oliveira could also make it be a 4-3-2-1 or 4-3-3, depending on what you want to call it. And Di Lorenzo can also, of course, play as a right back. So of course that means that you also have him, just pushing over to the right hand side as a fullback, allowing Oliveira to drop deep to be of course, a natural left back. And then with Juan Jesus and Boyan Giomo, I probably butcher that name, can also just shift over slightly to make it into a four at the back as well. Excuse me. I just need to just hydrate, man. Wow. Wow. Okay. So I hope that answered your question, Blue Line Josie. That's my opinion. Hope that answers what you perhaps wanted to know. But yeah, 27 minutes before the game kicks off, please drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. It takes just a couple of seconds. And you know what? It should take you no more than 1 second, actually. Because if you just navigate to the like button, you just press it once and boom, you like the stream. It's very simple. And if you are new to subscribe, that I can understand if it takes you five seconds. Because if you click subscription and then to select to get notification, that'll be 5 seconds and boom. But thank you very much. I've seen that the stream has already gotten a subscription to the channel, so I appreciate that. But let's see. So Blue Line Joe, she says, thank you for the analysis. Well said. Okay, I appreciate that. I think it could have been better, but I appreciate that. Yeah, but as I said, we're about 25 minutes away from kickoff. So there's still enough time to spare and to kill. I'm going to just take the time once more to just take a short intermission because I really need to get this situation I'm having right now with the coughing resolved. And I'm also going to take this time to implore anybody that hasn't already to please go over and check out this video. The video itself is around 8 minutes long. It's a tactical analysis video or player analysis video, player profile video on Jeremy Jacquet, the French international who's at Stade Rennais. The team, of course, we've gotten the players from Petr Cech. I almost said Sadio Mane, not Sadio Mane, Edouard Mendy. And of course, with the transfer war that's going on between Liverpool, Bayern Munich, reportedly, and Chelsea, among others, I think it's very important, and I think it's tailored towards any sort of club that, of course, he ends up going to. A lot of people think that he'll go to Chelsea, and he has preference to Chelsea, according to reports, and if reports are to believe. So you can go over there, just check out the video, and you can return here, and we can have a discussion before the match kicks off. Not really fancy. I don't really fancy watch-alongs because watch-alongs they kind of pose that issue of, just being quiet and trying to watch the game, because I prefer to watch the game and be quiet. So yeah, but of course, taking opportunities at Champions League night for those in Europe. So of course I took the time. So check out this video. This is the thumbnail. Just click the channel. You can find the video there. And if you haven't already, just check out the video on Jeremy Jacquet. And you can return here just before the game starts so we can have a short discussion prior to the game or pre-match as well. So as Blue Line Chelsea says, kindly drop a like and share with your friends. Chelsea and Chelsea sessions are on a roll. All right, so thank you very much, Blue Line Chelsea. Let's see what happens for the rest of the stream. But yeah, do check out this video. I'll be right back.
fight.
The latest. So this is the latest according to Fabrizio Romano. Here we go. Kenji Paez to River Plate on loan. So the Ecuadorian has been recalled from his loan at Strasbourg, where he was not getting enough game time. And as it says here by Absolute Chelsea, of course via Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea have recalled Kenji Paez from his loan at Strasbourg. He's traveling to Buenos Aires for his medical. So this is the latest transfer-related news. So Kenji Paez will be going to River Plate. He'll be doing his medical, and of course, we will see what happens there. Hopefully, he gets better game time. I do remember the situation of Andre Santos. He was sent to Nottingham Forest, and when he was sent to Nottingham Forest, he wasn't getting game time because Nottingham Forest went on a buying spree after they got him on a loan, and he wasn't playing. So Chelsea recalled him. He went out on loan and he got more game time, and he was playing better and had the chance to have better performances as well. So hopefully he's a young player that has a lot of potential in Kenji Paez. He's an attacking midfielder typically. He can also play as a centre midfielder. So and he can also play as a winger sometimes, depending on what you want to utilize him as. So hopefully he gets the chance. I have this fear that he's going to be one of those players that we don't actually see play for Chelsea, and it was just one that was hyped up to play for Chelsea. That is my biggest concern. But Kenji Paez, he'll be going to River Plate in Argentina to get some game time, hopefully on loan. So best of luck to him, and I'm happy that this has happened because I always say the only way that you can improve as a player is by continuously playing. You can train and train, but you will not get in-game development if you don't play. That's it's in the name. In-game development or in-game performances cannot be better. So hopefully he gets a game time, at River Plate, which I think is possible. But hopefully, best of luck to him, as I've said. Drop a like on the stream and share the stream. And also, I'm requesting, and you know what? Not requesting. If we get 10 super chats today, we'll be doing a giveaway, a Chelsea kits giveaway. Of course, I have promised to do this for so long, but the super chats have not come in, so I cannot do it. So if you send in a super chat, simple as that, not only will I read it, I'll also be able to get closer to, of course, doing that giveaway. So just do a super chat. It's very simple. But yes, that is the latest regarding Kenji Paez. I'm going to see what else is going on as well elsewhere. So let me just quickly go back to this, and let me see what else is going on, if anything, within the scope as well. All right. So this is Chelsea FC Estevao William. Estevao William. All right, so Estevao William, this is a picture from Chelsea in relation to Estevao William. All right, so the match is about to kick off in about 17 minutes. I'm going to take the time to just go over to FootMob because that's what I will be utilizing to display what's going on. Let's see. So the match kicks off in 17 minutes, as I've said. Righty. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. Yeah, thank you very much, Bula and Chelsea. You're my saving grace right now because there's nobody else here. So thank you very much. So it says Barcelona and Man City okay, I don't know why this is not coming up. in a tough situation. Interesting evening. Many teams are connected to other. Oh, yes, very much so. And the key thing here is that all 18 matches will be taking place simultaneously, meaning they'll be taking place at the same time. So it is what, like, it reminds you of what we see at the end of the season in the leagues, where of course relegation battle, which is the case here, because of course whatever team like Napoli, for example, who are 25th, I believe, in the Champions League table. So of course they need a win if they want to have any chance of I can't even talk, of at least getting into the into the playoff positions, any of those, and then have a chance to go on to the round of 32. I still don't understand the format of the Champions League this season, and this the one prior to now, but this is a case. So I'm going to just go over to FootMob now. FootMob is the go-to for anything head-to-head related, insights and all that. And the insight here, Liverpool, why am I saying Liverpool? Oh my word. Napoli lost just one of their last 20 home Champions League matches. So that's a very good statistics for them in terms of having given them some hope. But Napoli sit 25th in the Champions League, as I've mentioned in the Champions League standings, and need a result to reach the playoffs, as I've mentioned before. Antonio Conte returns to face Chelsea, the club he managed from 2016 to 2018. Scott McTominay scored 4 goals in his last 5 Champions League appearances, so that's a very good statistic for Scott McTominay, particularly. Antonio Conte faces his former club Chelsea, with Napoli needing a result to reach Champions League playoffs. Okay, Chelsea are missing Romeo Lavia. This is not accurate because Jorgensen is on the bench. So ignore the part that says Jorgensen through injury, because he is on the bench, so he's not missing the game. Tosin, of course, will be missing the game because, of course, he's not on the bench. Colwell, of course, he has a long-term injury. Cole Palmer was said to be doubtful, but he's on the bench, so this is somewhat outdated. So we'll skip that. Liam Rosenior has won 4 of his 5 matches since taking charge. So that is a very good statistics. And when you look at the team form, Juventus won 3-0 over Napoli in their most recent game. Chelsea, on the other hand, won 3-1 over Crystal Palace, or they got you 3-1 results over Crystal Palace. I think that's a better way of saying it. Napoli drew 1-1 with this FC. What is this? FC Kiobiefin. Probably that's butchered, but yeah, they had a draw in their last Champions League match. And Chelsea, of course, had a 1-0 win over Paphos last week in the Champions League. Napoli had a 1-0 win over Sassuolo, and Chelsea had a 2-0 win over Brentford in the league. So, of course, Napoli won 1-0 in the Serie A, and Chelsea won 2-0 in the Premier League in that sort of week or that time frame. Napoli drew with Parma 0-0. Chelsea lost 3-2 to Arsenal in the EFL Cup semi-finals first leg. Of course, we know that. That was the second game of Rosenior's tenure of Chelsea, and Inter versus Napoli ended in a 2-2 in the, I'm not sure what competition that was, but that was a 2-2. And Charlton Athletic versus Chelsea was a 5-1 win for Chelsea, the first game of Rosenior's time at Chelsea. And of course, we know that the first game was a good win, very revolutionary in a sense. I was very happy after that game. So yeah, that is the insights. As we are about 11 minutes away, don't look at the time. Of course, it's 8 p.m. UK time. My local time, which is EST, is 3 p.m. So of course, it will say that. But 11 minutes or so before the match kicks off. Up big to you. Oh yes. Big up to you, the Coolest Shows podcast, and Chelsea win, please. All right, so big up to you. Thank you very much for tuning in, Diego. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's see. Alrighty, so 3 people are watching. Please share the stream if you haven't already, and drop a like if you haven't already. I can't see the likes right now. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So I see your comment. Tobago says, "What is your thought? Okay. What is your thoughts? What is your thoughts on about the lineup? Okay. Yeah. So as I was saying, and Blue Line Chelsea asked the question as well. Um, in terms of the lineup, I was surprised. Especially if it's a case where James will be playing as a centre back. But I think in terms of the starting 11, I don't think it's bad. It looks very similar, barring some, of course, some centre back options to what we played against Crystal Palace. Of course, Joao Pedro starting, Estevao and Neto, of course, starting Enzo, Caicedo, and Jesus Santos. Basically, very similar. Um, but what it looks like to me is that Chelsea and Rosenior are trying to match the three at the back structure that Napoli is using, and as I mentioned before you arrived, the Crucials podcast or Tobago, I believe that it is a case where Napoli can also utilize something that we do against us, just like our Rosenior is trying to do that to Conte, which is to invert one of their fullbacks or their wingbacks, I should say. Spinazzola can play as an inverted midfielder or fullback in the midfield. So, of course, that allows them to be able to make it a three in the midfield sort of structure. And it could also become a 4-3-2-1 or a 4-3-3, depending on what they want to do. With Alveola be able to drop deep to make it a four at the back. Di Lorenzo can play as a right back as well. So, and he's also the captain. So, of course, that will allow them to be able to have a four at the back structure. But it's going to be a very physical match. I believe it will be very intense, very drama filled, and it's filled with drama because, of course, a win here will give them a chance at playoff spot Napoli, and of course, if Chelsea win, they solidify themselves in the top 8, which means that they don't have to go to the playoffs. But if they lose, then it's a different story for them entirely, because then, of course, it means that they're going to have to go through the playoffs, meaning more games for them. And of course, the less games you play, the better it is for you in terms of players getting time to rest and all that. So, I mean, I'm really puzzled by the fact of why we're doing this in this match. But of course, I'm not oblivious to the fact that Rosenior is known for utilizing different formations. He did it at Strasbourg. You'd use a 3-4-1-2 or 3-4-2-1, whatever the case may be, there depending on the opponent. It worked sometimes. It necessarily didn't get the best results in some instances. But of course, I'm sure that the team will be acquainted with the three at the back structure, because we did see it in some parts, especially in game under Maresca, Pochettino, whoever the case may be. So some of these players will be able to understand how to play in the formation and to play in that structure. And of course, there's a plan. And of course, you know that Rosenior goes into matches being extra prepared and having alternatives. So that is going to be interesting to see as well. So yeah, that is my thoughts on the lineup for both teams. I think it's a very strong 11, albeit having a right back playing as a centre back. But we'll see what happens for sure. Definitely. Yeah, it is definitely a risk to be able to agree with you. And as I said, that we have to hope it works out. As I said, okay, so if you saw, okay, yeah, exactly, right, as you said, yeah, he used to do this at Strasbourg, definitely. He utilize different formations, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So you saw my tweet, I did try to put our structure. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, it is indeed a risk, very much indeed a risk. All right, so we are getting closer and closer to kickoff. We're about 6 minutes or so away from kickoff. So that is, I don't know. I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm somewhat cautious in terms of what I'm saying, because of course I know that it could go anyway, and that is why I'm excited. Because as a football fan, if Chelsea lose, I'll be gutted as a Chelsea fan. But as a football fan, it'll be interesting to see the dynamics of what happens, playoffs, all of that. 5 people are watching right now. We're getting closer to kickoff. Please drop a like on the stream if you can. Don't ignore this. If you send in a super chat, you're going to be helping somebody get closer to winning a Chelsea kit, the new Chelsea kit. And of course, we'll work out the logistics and them getting it. So we're aiming for 10 super chats. So if you get 10 super chat in this stream, we'll be doing a Chelsea kit giveaway. And of course, that will help, of course, to be able to purchase it. And of course, based on the location, we'll see what happens here. But yes, super chat, and of course, the next benefit is that if you send a super chat, then of course I'll read it. Simple as that. So it's a very straightforward sort of situation. We both win in this situation. All right, so 5 minutes to go before kickoff. Let me just go back here to see how the structure is being described. According to FootMob, though, I don't agree with this. It says that Chelsea are apparently playing a 4-2-3-1. It'll be, I mean, that could also happen, but I doubt that we will see James as a centre back, specifically as a right centre back. I mean, we'll see what happens. So we'll see. I do believe he's a threat at the back structure, but we'll see what happens. But I think this is a good prediction of what we may see in game. So I think the starting structure may be a three at the back, but in game it could especially in the attack, becoming four at the back with a 4-2-3-1 as you're able to see here, with Estevao on the right hand side, Neto on the left hand side, Enzo Fernández as the 6, the 8, or the play between the 6 and the 8, not a 10, but like I don't know what to call it, a 7.5. I don't know what you call his type of profile. But he's between the 6 and an 8. So he's the player that links with the midfield and then gives it to the attack, or takes part in the attack by linking the midfield to the attack. So I don't know what you'd call that role specifically, but I wouldn't say he's an 8 person. And of course, with the lock being on the bench, you'll be interested to see what happens there as well. So, who will win? I'm saying Chelsea will win. My score prediction, as I placed on the Chelsea FC app, I said 3-1. I see Chelsea conceding. If we get a clean sheet, fantastic. But I see a 3-1 win for Chelsea. It could also be a 2-0 win, which I love to say that if the team concedes one goal, then of course you subtract the one goal from both sides, and to make it a 0, and of course another team having more goals. So it become a 2-0. So one, you subtract the one from the goal that Napoli scored, and then you subtract the one from there, because in terms of goal tally and goal difference, they'll only get 2 goals being accredited to them. So of course I would say 2-0 as well. Very complicated, but you get my point. 3-1 is my score prediction for this. So one goal, Napoli 1, Chelsea 3. So that is the case. All right. So this is a match insight. It says Napoli's 12% home loss rate in the Champions League since 1992 is the 3rd best ever. Well, that's very interesting, actually. So Napoli will be very interesting to see. All right. So I'm taking it that you mean here, Tobago. Napoli 0, Chelsea 2, or Napoli. I think nil was able to work. I don't know why I changed my thoughts there. But yeah, we're about 2 minutes and some seconds away from kickoff. I'm very much ecstatic about this. Hopefully, it's a very straightforward game where Chelsea able to just get the job done. I don't think it's going to be a pretty result, but it will be a result that I'm expecting will go positively for Chelsea as well. So 2 minutes away from okay. So Napoli 1, okay, Chelsea 2. Fair enough. So you agree with me that Chelsea will concede. So we have 10 votes on the poll that I have put out. So Napoli wins, 10% says that, 80% says Chelsea will win, and 10% says the game will end in a draw. Interesting. So I respect the fact that despite people not staying, they at least dropped a vote on the poll. So at least show some interaction. I appreciate that. So 80%. So far Chelsea is expected to win based on the voting in this chat or on this stream. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, as I said, as a Chelsea fan, we get the job done, and of course, Rosenior can get his 5th goal in 6 games as the Chelsea coach. Very good. Is it 6 games or 5 games? What's it? Wait. So Charlton Athletic. We faced off against. Or is it 5 games? It's 6 or 5. what's it? I don't remember now. So Charlton Athletic, we face off against Arsenal, we face off against Brentford. It's 6 games. Yeah, six. This will be the 6th game. Yeah. So Paphos, Brentford, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Crystal Palace. You have Arsenal, Charlton Athletic, and this game would make it the 6th game. So yeah, so fifth win in 6. That is the hope. All right, so the game is about to kick off in about 13 seconds. So I'm just gonna head over to what I usually use to watch the game. And I'm gonna ensure that I go over to this this live tracker or play-by-play thing that I usually use. So the game is gonna kick off right now. The players are getting ready for the kickoff. Very excited, and it's live. Oh yes. All right, so let's see what's happening here. Very excited for this one. So the captain, Indy Lorenzo for Napoli, and Reece James, they shake hands, they do its greetings, and of course, we prepare for the kickoff, which is about to happen. So what I'm using to us is they still say it's a 4-2-3-1 with Reece James just as a centre back. We'll see if that ends up being the case. But the other games have kicked off. Liverpool versus Karabag FK. PSG versus Newcastle. Wow! I didn't even know PSG were playing against Newcastle. Oh my word, I believe it on the rock. Wow, Newcastle versus PSG. That's crazy. I didn't even know that was happening. Wow. Update shows to you, the Coolest Shows podcast, and of course, we move on from there. Alrighty, so let's see what happens here. I'm not seeing the play-by-play thing that I usually use. Nonetheless, we will just proceed as usual. So as I said, the other games have kicked off as well. Chelsea versus Napoli has also kicked off. So let's see what will happen here. Hopefully, my prediction was that Joao Pedro would score first. I said in the first 19, I think it was the first 10 minutes I said would score. Hopefully I get that right because I really want to do well on the player predictor thing that the Chelsea app has. But yeah, the game has kicked off. I'm not seeing anything that I don't see anything that I usually use for the play-by-play thing, but we move. I'll just zoom this in. Okay, now it's available. So Chelsea kicked off. I beg your pardon. Napoli have kicked off. They're going straight attack here. Chelsea trying to keep the ball here. Reece James. Okay, so we're seeing him in a central role here so far in the game, but he's also, yeah, this looks like it is indeed a 3 at the back. Oh my word, that looks very shaky. Somebody almost gave the ball away a while ago. Yeah, so it is indeed a 3 at the back structure based on the first 30 seconds of the game. Who's Napoli players down here? I'm not sure who exactly it is. Okay, so Di Lorenzo is the player that was clattered by Joao Pedro. Wow. My word. So I'm going to share this tab instead. Antonio Conte, the former Chelsea coach back in 2016, won the Premier League with Chelsea in 2017. Of course, won the FA Cup as well in 2018 before he was, relieved of his duties as the coach in 2018 as well. So, yeah, I'm going to zoom this in. The play-by-play isn't working, so I'm going to just use this instead. All right, that's that. I'm going to just change this layout so that it has me better here. I don't like this structure. All right, so very interesting. You can see that Napoli's tactics is to go over the top, try to beat Chelsea in that capacity. Very defensive first 2 minutes of the game. Caicedo is able to claim the ball there. Chelsea remain with the ball in possession. So yeah, it is indeed a three at the back here. Reece James is playing as a right-sided centre back, with Kukurea also playing as a left centre back as well. So very interesting experiment here from Liam Rosenior. Mm-hmm. Chelsea really pressing. Estevao really pressing here. And they get a throw in as well. Napoli. Rosenior has his arms crossed. Of course, I'm sure it's still an adaptable moment for him. Of course, just weeks ago he was, preparing for the second part of the Conference League, and of course a massive jump. Not the Europa League, he just goes straight to the top tier, the A tier UEFA competition. Fernandez bullied off the ball here. A free kick taken quickly here. Rasmus Holland really pressing high, trying to get the ball off the French defender. Yeah. Reece James trying to find Joao Pedro over the top. Joao Pedro does what to control the ball down. He goes down. No free kick there. Throw into Chelsea. Players are asking what's going on there. They don't understand how that was a throw into Napoli. High pressing here from Joao Pedro. Napoli trying to play off from the back. Successfully find a way to get outside their box. Trying to get into the second half. Into the attacking half of Chelsea. Where Reece James times his run perfectly and he's able to come across on the left-hand side. And Chelsea tried to recycle the game now and try to go on the attack. Beautiful pass there, Chelsea on the attack here. Pedro Neto. Poor pass there by Pedro Neto, and Napoli get the ball back in quick succession. Very bad there, McTominay. Spinazzola. That was a good chance for Chelsea to try to get an opening goal in. Pedro Neto completely lost his head in that final throw. Not sure what happened there. But Napoli tried to just keep the tempo at a level that they can control it. Still trying to play off from the back. Chelsea are committing players in every area. A free kick here to Napoli. Scott McTominay, the victim of a foul by Enzo Fernández. And Conte, very vocal as usual on the touchline. Very interesting first 6 minutes of this game. You can see where the patterns are expected. You can see that Chelsea are trying to get in behind. They're not shying away from it. And of course, Napoli are trying to go over the top, trying to catch Chelsea out with a high line that Chelsea are utilizing. Gusto drops deep here to support Reece James in a centre-back role. Sanchez is placed under pressure. Two Napoli players. He gets the ball out back to James. James does well under pressure there, and he's able to retain the ball. He's about to Caicedo. Angel Santos is right there in support. Enzo Fernández also dropping deep as well. Pedro Neto, who's playing somewhat of like a left wing back, is also there. Dispossessed Napoli. Dispossessed the likes of Enzo Fernández, who is shocked as to why a free kick wasn't given there. Caicedo made a mistake here. Back to Sanchez. Oh my word. Scott McTominay with a high press, and that was a dangerous pass there by Caicedo. Caicedo trying to do something tricky here. Completely loses the ball. The ball clatters Scott McTominay in the face with the deflection of Sanchez. And Scott McTominay is down. This match is very risky, man. A lot of risky passes here. Caicedo trying to do something to showboating there, and it almost caused his team to go behind. Very, very, very foolish decision there. Big up to you, Blue Line Chelsea. I appreciate the the appreciation there for the commentary. But that was dangerous, man. Very dangerous. I don't know what Caicedo was doing there. That's very dangerous. And Scott McTominay, of course, is getting clutched by the ball with a deflection of Sanchez. Drop a like on the stream if you haven't already shared the stream. I'm aware of the fact that we're not showing the game here, so of course the views will fluctuate. But of course, do drop a like. It will help the stream tremendously. It will help the channel massively because you'll get to more people that will, of course, maybe prefer to see commentary than watching the game if they can access it. So please do so. It will go a long way. Thank you very much. Yeah, so there's a little break in play due to the medical assistance that Scott McTominay has to be getting. The referee saying that he has to come off the pitch due to the delay that it's causing. We'll see what happens there. So he's off the pitch. He's going to have to do a walk around the pitch to see if he's going to be all right, if he's going to be able to continue. Of course, with hand injuries, it's always the case where, the players are told that they have to do a walk around, see if they're able to continue, if there's any damage caused by the head collision or whatever the case may be. So Caicedo here, back on the ball. Estevao William dropping deep. As I've said, we're seeing somewhat of a inversion of a lot of these players. Reece James here. Well, look at what? Okay, and this is beautiful football from Chelsea. Andre Santos, Caicedo, over to Reece James. Chelsea pushing up here very high. Gusto. And and this is exactly what I expected from Napoli. Is exactly what they're doing here. They're inverting their fullbacks here, trying to avoid Chelsea from having any space to pass the ball in behind. No foul there. Napoli go down. A Napoli player goes down, I should say. Enzo Fernández with the ball here in the midfield, right into the final third. Estevao William finds Malo Gusto on the right-hand side. Malo Gusto finds the light of Caicedo. He scans before making a pass to Reece James. Back to Estevao William. No passing lane there for him, so he has to go back here. He finds Reece James. Very compact shape here by Napoli. Very physical, very tight in the midfield area. Reece James has to go back here. Beautiful tactical utilization here by Conte and Napoli. They're forcing Chelsea to go back. There's no way of getting into the box. No way of getting in behind Napoli presently. So, of course, that is something that, of course, I'm sure Conte is proud of his team so far. All right, so first 10 minutes have gone by. Joao Pedro on the ball here. Estevao William with a beautiful pass here. Patience is key, and the ball goes out for a corner kick for Chelsea. First corner kick of the game as well. And Jesus, the number 5, quick corner kick taken here. Cross the ball into the box. Header. Good save by the goalkeeper. That's a very, very good working of it. Andre Santos with a header at the right side of the post, trying to open the scoring here. All right, so Blue Line Chelsea saying that Costa's comment ignited Conte and that Conte wants to prove a point. Very well, I mean, of course, he wants to prove a point. At Tottenham, he didn't have the greatest luck against Chelsea. That can always change. Free kick here for Napoli. Enzo Fernández, the guilty party here, with Scott McTominay, the victim once more. It's going to be a very interesting battle between Scott McTominay and Enzo Fernández, you think. Beautiful pass over the top over here to, who's that? Not able to see here. Beautiful defending by Cucurella. That was a beautiful pass by Scott McTominay, trying to find his teammate here. Enzo Fernández putting a foot in to try to dispossess Napoli here. Napoli in the final third here. Chelsea have to defend here, and the ball goes off Cucurella's foot for a throw-in. I'm loving this game from a tactical standpoint. It is somewhat dull, but I do like the fact that Napoli are forcing Chelsea to go back and back and back. As I've said, you can see the tactics that they're utilizing. They're trying to force Chelsea back, but at the same time, trying to play over the top, trying to find the gaps in behind with Chelsea's high line. So, of course, that is the very important thing as well. As I've said, drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. Chelsea trying to go on the attack here. Joao Pedro linking up with his fellow countryman in Estevao William. Joao Pedro gets the ball back from Estevao. He's forced wide here. Can he do anything with the ball? Joao Pedro keeps the ball, however. Malagusa in there for support on the right-hand side. Crossing to the box. Deflection. Good defending by Napoli. Reece James. Caicedo. MJ Santos making that pass, then dropping deep to support in that midfield area. Despite it being a threat at the back, the defense is in the midfield area. Cucurella is also playing as a left centre back, as I've said. Caicedo, of course, more advanced with Andre Santos and Fofana, of course, working together. Ball bounces off Scott McTominay there. Beautiful 1-2 passing here. Bad pass there. You can see the idea from Joao Pedro, but it was a poor pass. Gave the ball right to Napoli, and of course, Caicedo had no choice but to launch in with a tackle to prevent McTominay from going in behind. I mean, Scott McTominay is a tall player, but of course, Enzo Fernández at his height will make anybody look extremely tall. Spinazzola back to the defense. Di Lorenzo, Scott McTominay, Spinazzola. Beautiful work here. Beautiful passing here by Napoli. Wesley Fofana goes down. Rasmus Haaland has to pull him back, trying to get in behind. I'm telling you, you can see the tactic that Conte's Napoli is trying to do here. They're trying to make those 1-2 passes here, trying to get in behind. And there's also been a goal in the game against Liverpool versus Karabakh, 1-0 to Liverpool. Rosenior is saying to calm down, relax. Don't get too antsy here. Robert Sanchez now with the ball. He's, of course, having to be utilized as a playmaker in Rosenior's tactics. Reece James clatters the ball into the final third to keep it in. Gusto finds Estevao William. Beautiful control there by Estevao William. Estevao William on the right, on the left with a pass to the left hand side. Joao Pedro is brought down. Free kick here in a very promising position for Chelsea. Estevao William on the right hand side, I should say. Joao Pedro. What I'm loving the most about this, we saw this against Crystal Palace, and we're seeing it here again. The link up between the Brazilians, the 1-2 passing from Estevao William and Joao Pedro, a pass here, then a return back to Estevao William, or vice versa, with Estevao making a pass, or Joao Pedro making a pass, Estevao William, and Estevao William giving it back to Joao Pedro. So it's very important that we see, this link up, this chemistry coming into play, and so far so good. So free kick here, Reece James will be the one fancying his chances of taking it. So we've had another vote here on the poll. 82% Chelsea will win. 91% says Napoli will win, and 9% says that the game will end in a draw. So very interesting. So free kick here. Will Chelsea be able to score from this free kick? As I've said, PSG have also scored in their game against Newcastle United. Frimpong was also forced off in the game against Liverpool and Karabakh. Alexis McAllister getting the goal in 16th minute for Liverpool as well. Not sure who has scored a goal for PSG yet, but it's 1-0 to them as well. Can Chelsea add to the goal scoring here? We'll see. Free kick was taken, deflected off, and that's a yellow card as well. Reece James. Oh, that hit the arm of the player there. Is it a penalty? Or is that a penalty? It looks like that's a penalty. Is it a penalty? I don't have on the commentary, so I'm not sure if that's a penalty or not. Yeah, there's a lot of fluidity. Oh yeah, it's a penalty. Okay, so Enzo Fernández has a chance to score from the spot. Surely it would be 1-0 to Chelsea, you'd like to think, unless the goalkeeper is able to stop it. Enzo Fernández is a very good penalty taker. But will it be Joao Pedro I said Joao Pedro would score the first goal. I said we'd score the first 19 minutes. So I may get that right. But, and Enzo Fernández is able to convert the penalties. It's Napoli 0, Chelsea 1. But I got the first goal score wrong. I said in 19 minutes we would score. And we did indeed score in 19 minutes. I don't know why I got that right. But, 18 minutes, 19 minutes, depending on what you want to say. But it's a goal. Enzo Fernández scores the penalty from the spot. But I got that right at least. Beautiful. 1-0. The goalkeeper did go the right way. So I'm slightly behind. But it's Enzo Fernández. He celebrates like a madman. He scores the second penalty within a couple of days. And he slides into the section where the Chelsea fans are. The stadium is, of course, set up in a way as a multi-purpose stadium, of course, with a track and all that. So, of course, the fans are in the away end, of course, and they go over to that side. And Conte raises his hand in dismay, wondering what happened there. But yes, Chelsea scored, and as Blue Line Chelsea says, yes, goal. Beautiful start, and Chelsea deserve it. Chelsea have done well. They've linked up well, and Napoli will feel disappointed. The tactic of keeping Chelsea at bay worked for a short time, but of course, the goalkeeper will feel unlucky if he had just gone a bit earlier, or if he was able to move to the right-hand side or to the left of Enzo Fernández, of course, the left for Enzo Fernández. Lukaku, the former Chelsea striker, shakes his head in dismay. I'm sure he'd want to come on and make a claim against Chelsea. And the game kicks off again. I got the goal score wrong, but I got the minutes right, I believe. I'm going to check quickly to see if I said in 10th minute. I don't know if I said the 19th minute or the 10th minute. But what I do know is that I said that we would score very early. That's all I know. All right, so let's see what Blue Line Chelsea is saying in the chat. All right, so it says yes, goal. Chelsea playing with more freedom, structured yet fluid. You love it. Yeah, I love it as well. A lot of Liam haters will be disappointed. We keep rolling. Let's go. Yeah, indeed. And of course, you said yes, goal. 2 people watching. Drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. And it's 2-0 as well in the game between Liverpool against Karabag, FK, Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz is starting to come into form now. He had a very rocky start to life in Liverpool, but he's gradually coming into his own. Hugo Ekitike gets in the assist as well. Florian Wirtz makes it 2-0 in the 21st minute for Liverpool against Karabag. This could become a situation of a cricket score based on how it's going between them and Karabag. But Karabag is a team that Chelsea faced as well. And they had a difficult time against. So it's interesting to see that Liverpool have been able to do so well against them. Fofana defending beautifully so far against Rasmus Holland. Cucurella was brought down, but he gets back up quickly. Reece James, Gusto on that right-hand side. Finds the like of Estevao William, who's dropping deep. I'm loving this tactical situation I'm seeing from Chelsea. We're seeing every player dropping deep, showing for the ball. Nobody's shying away from getting the ball. Very risky passing here. The ball's dispossessing. A lot of dispossessing happening here. Napoli get the ball here. They on the attack, try to make themselves get an equalizer here. Napoli. Di Lorenzo, Spinazzola, Cucurella. Oh, that's poor defending there. Conjure the box. Good block there by Fofana. Fofana's having a beautiful game so far, but Sanchez we'd probably expect is having good. Blue Line Chelsea saying thank you, Maresca, for leaving us. Yeah, but that was a shaky moment right there. One thing I've always said about the way that we play, or how we will play under Rosenior, is that based on the way that we play, it will mean that you will have a lot of loose balls that the opponents will be able to get because, of course, you're not making cautious passes. You're taking a risk. Short corner kick here. Beautiful work there by Napoli. Comes to the box. Enzo Fernández sends it out, but not cleared completely. Napoli get the ball back again. Let's take a shot. Cucurella keeps his man there. Header. Oh, shots taken. Oh, deflected. Oh, my word. A lot of good things going on in this box right now. That should be outside, but cross to the box. Sanchez claims the ball. No offside there, so it'd have been onside if that was a goal. That was a very intense minute after that corner kick for Napoli. I'm loving the response from Napoli as well. They aren't letting their heads drop. It's just a 1-goal deficit. They can always come back. But as I said, I'm going to check to see if I said the 19th minute, I do hope Joao Pedro scores first. Scores in this match. I did say he was going to score first. Not going to be the case now, sadly. But we'll see what happens here. But Napoli 0, Chelsea 1. I'm going to see what I said was the minute in which he would score. I got the goal score wrong, which I'm disappointed about. I wanted to top the table for the statistics and the thing. I said Joao Pedro would score. I said 11th minute, so I'm not going to even get anything for that. I said 11th minute, not the 19th minute. I don't know why I changed my prediction. Anyways, so I'm off massively. Anyways, for people watching, drop a like on the stream, people. Share the stream, and if you've not considered it already, I'm telling you right now, send in a super chat so we can have a conversation, and you can also help somebody win a shirt as well, man. Come on, man. It's going to take you just a minute or so to just send in a super chat. Very simple. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Free kick here to Chelsea. Drop a like on the stream if you haven't already, people. It's the least you can do. Thank you very much. I'm seeing that the likes have gone up now. So we have, in total, we have 5 likes. 5 people are watching. So I think that evens it out. We have 12 votes now. And I believe that person has also voted for Chelsea. It says 83%. The statistics remains 8-8. I don't understand how it's 83% and the rest are 8%. That's very strange. I don't think this statistics is right. It should be 84% if it's 8-8. But anyways, but yes, thank you very much. Let's see what's going to happen here. Napoli on the attack again. Cross over the top. But the ball goes straight to Sanchez. And he has acres of space and time to make his next decision. Let's see what's going to happen here. Right. Long ball there. And the ball goes to the Napoli goalkeeper. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't want to butcher it. I think it's Meret. 56% possession from Chelsea. Nothing surprising there. Napoli's allowing Chelsea to have the ball and trying to hit on the counter. Beautiful 1-2 passes here from Napoli. And a free kick is awarded. Chelsea are trying to get themselves a second goal here. Not surprised, of course. Napoli on the attack here. Is he onside? The flag stays down. Crosses to the box. Head up. Good block by the captain, Reece James. Corner kick. Reece James defending very well here. Chelsea are doing very good defensively. Very good defending. Very perfect timing. Right ahead of Rasmus Haaland, who was going to be free to just take a shot or head the ball and try to head it beyond Sanchez. Corner kick here for Napoli to try to score from this set piece. So let's see what will happen here. Cross swing into the box. Sanchez claims it easily. Nothing to worry about there for Sanchez. He sends the likes of Pedro Neto, who's moved to the right-hand side this time, off and away. He slows down the game. Not sure why. No passing available. He goes back here. And Rosenier's clapping his team here. Not sure why he's clapping, but okay. I don't see anything to be clapping there. Rosenior is a weird character, I have to be honest. Not sure why he's clapping, but fair enough. Over the top here, Pedro Neto trying to be he's a target here. He gets in behind. Pedro Neto takes a shot. Oh, the goalkeeper does well to block it there. Basco kick here. Oh, Pedro Neto couldn't get there. Joao Pedro with a bicycle kick here. I love that. He's trying something. That's what you want to see from a player that's playing as a striker. And of course, you know, Pedro Neto is a very quick player. Got in behind there. He shot the ball right at the goalkeeper, however, and Merit was just able to just get a hand to it and block it. And of course, that led to what gave Joao Pedro the chance for the bicycle kick. Oh, Rasmus Holland. Napoli on the attack here. They're going on the left flank. Malagusto's lost his man right there. Ball's given back here. Spinazzola. Oh my word. Napoli on the attack here. Good block. Very good block. Very good defending. And Di Lorenzo. Another corner kick here. The defense went to sleep there. I'm not sure why. I guess they thought it was an offside. But never stop running even if you think it's offside. If it's offside, then you see the flag go up. But defend as a unit. Don't drop off because you think it's offside. I'm not sure why they fell asleep right there. But thankfully, it was good defending. Can Napoli get themselves an equalizer here from this corner kick? Di Lorenzo to take it. Cross into the box. Header there. And Sanchez is able to claim it easily. Chelsea trying to go on the attack here again. Estevao William Malagusto in support there. He decides to go alone, not use it. Beautiful pass there, but it's blocked here. Oh, I love the key, the key pass right there, and I love the defending there by Napoli. Di Lorenzo, he spotted that, he saw it clearly, and he was able to block it. Fair play. Oliveira, Di Lorenzo gives the ball back to Meret. Estevao William, Joao Pedro up there. As I've said, we're likely to see a structure that will replicate a two at the back, two up at the top, I should say, with a three at the back, with a 3-5-2 structure. And so far, I'm seeing a three at the back interchanging into a 4-5-1 in certain intervals. As I said, Napoli are really trying to go over the top, but it's not working. Chelsea are having players in that deep area falling back there. I think they've realized what Napoli's trying to do, and they're dropping deep each time to be able to head the ball clear and to try to head it back up to Napoli's side of the pitch. But Napoli are forced to remain in their box. They have to go long. Beautiful clutching there. Oliveira is brought down. That's a head to foot sort of situation there with Malagusto. Sure, Malagusto didn't mean that, but of course, Oliveira was brought down. I think when the studs was coming down, that's probably where it hit him. Oh, actually, you see the replay now. Pedro Neto wasn't the one that actually hit the ball onto the goalkeeper. It was actually his own defender. Okay, beautiful work by Fofana. You can see they're trying to just find Rasmus Holland in behind, but Fofana keeps winning that battle between Rasmus Holland and him. Here we go again. Oh no. Napoli have scored here. It's 1-1. So my prediction in terms of conceding comes to life. 33 minutes, and of course, Napoli get themselves an equalizer. Rasmus Holland, Reece James, or maybe that's Andre Santos actually. Okay, so Andre Santos actually indirectly gave the ball away. I don't know. Okay. That's a goal back, 1-1. Now I'm just seeing the goal. That's beautiful work there. Vergara makes it 1-1. The 33rd minute. and the Chelsea conceded goal that was avoidable. But as I said, you can see what they were trying to do, and a mistake happened there. Andres Santos clears the ball up without looking, and as a result, the ball got into the region of the long-awaiting Napoli players, and of course, with it to 1-2, Vergara gets in behind the defense and makes it 1-1. And as I said, going over the top, Rasmus Haaland against Andres Santos. Andres Santos, I think he scanned the field, but he didn't expect to hit it with so much power. And with a header, gives the ball to Vergara. Caicedo committing too early for my liking. And of course, Fofana trying to get the ball away, but beautiful work there by Vergara. That's beautiful work, man. Even though I'm disappointed Chelsea conceded, that is beautiful movement from Vergara, and he puts it beyond Sanchez, who will feel disappointed he couldn't get a hand to that to keep it out. But it's beautiful strike. It's a beautiful strike from Vergara, and it's 1-1. Napoli 1, Chelsea 1. Very disappointing. Hopefully Chelsea can get a result. And Conte celebrating as he always loves to do. Man. Yeah, 3 minutes. This was 3 minutes ago from Blue Line Joe. He says, thank God I'm enjoying football after 18 months. Another coffee with world-class commentary. Never knew Tyrone you are so Chris was a commentator. That's so funny. All right, so thank you very much, Blue Line Josie. Malo Gusto with the ball now. Chelsea have to try to get their lead back. Rhys James, Moises Caicedo. All right, I'm kind of drained now from talking. I need to get some water. I'm sorry. And that was Vergara's first goal in 4 matches. So fair enough. He'll be ecstatic with that. Sanchez plays the ball up the field. Joao Pedro is brought down, but no free kick given. Napoli building off from the back again. Rasmus Haaland dropping deep offside. Yeah. You can see the offside trap that Chelsea are trying to use. I'll be right back, man. I'm way too drained to continue speaking right now. Rhys James trying to keep the ball. Joao Pedro is brought down.
Forward over to the left-hand side by Sanchez, intercepted by Spinazzola. Neto goes back to retrieve it, comes to Vergara. Santos steps in front of him, free kick given. Vergara playing with real confidence here. Alongside of Neto, and then found by Santos over on the right-hand side. So, free kick for the home side. Di Lorenzo standing over it. Oliveira in acres of space over on his left-hand side, and he's calling for it, but Di Lorenzo will just go back to the halfway. Jesus, Buongiorno. Now it comes to Oliveira. Elmas down the line. Buongiorno continues to run back in field to McTominay. Switch of play out to the right towards Spinazzola. Founds the wing back. His touch lets him down. Chelsea overturn possession, and here comes Pedro Neto forward on the left-hand side. Cucurella in support. Here's Enzo Fernández to Moises Caicedo. Gusto looking for it over on this right-hand side, but Caicedo keeps it short to Santos, and then Cucurella. Now here's Pedro Neto wide on the left-hand touchline, running at Spinazzola. Back infield forward Caicedo, but now lays it to Marc Cucurella. Fernandez gets on the ball, 35 yards from the Napoli goal. Chelsea holding on to possession. Napoli just dropping deeper. Neto once again.
Right, so Neto on the right hand side, or left hand side, I should say. Cucurella. Chelsea trying to come back and get a goal here. Trying to get back at Napoli, trying to get a goal back before halftime. We're about 7 minutes away from the end of normal time, and we'll see how much minutes of added time. 6 people are watching. Drop a like on the stream, please, if you haven't already. We're still at 5 likes. We can get 1 more like, surely. It's not a big ask, I'm sure. Drop a like on the stream. It's not going to take you that long. Chelsea give the ball away, though. I need to change this layout, man. I don't like this layout. Okay, this is blocking my face now. I don't know how to do this. Okay, perfect. I think I have to stick to this side then. I want to ensure that the live score is on. Napoli take a shot. Oh my word. The defense fell asleep there. And Vergara trying to get himself a second goal. Takes the shot from the edge of the box. And it just goes wide. Beautiful footwork there by Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay has really, have a sort of life since leaving Manchester United. And the ball just spins away from the goal. Malagusto, as Chelsea trying to go on the counter-attack here. But as I said, Napoli ensuring that the passing lanes are non-existent when Chelsea are trying to attack. Chelsea always have to be going central. They cannot go down the wide flanks as they want to. Cucurella finds Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto has to come inside, as I've said. There's no way to get in behind the wide areas. Moises Caicedo. There's Andrew Santos. Tries to find Estevao, but the pass just hasn't found its way to its target. Enzo Fernández trying, I'm telling you, it's the battle between Enzo Fernández and Scott McTominay is the one to watch through the rest of this game, because it's always those two having to come up against each other in that midfield. It's very physical, as Blue Line Chelsea acts, and as I said, it was expected. And as I said, the whole inverting of that fullback or wingback has really been what they've been utilizing to ensure that Chelsea don't have any way of getting in behind those wide areas. Pedro Neto, after a pass from Caicedo, Pedro Neto tries to make a run. The pass lane isn't there. He has to go back to Cucurella. He has to find Andre Santos. Caicedo, back to Andre Santos. Finds Reece James in that centre-back role. Malagusto misses the ball. Tries to do a dummy here. Joao Pedro is obstructed from getting the ball, but in a legal way. Spinazzola gives the ball to Di Lorenzo, the captain. Spinazzola get the ball back. Cucurella pushing up here. There's options there for Napoli if they decide to go long. Bullied off the ball here, Estevao Willian, and the ball is cleared by Napoli. Throwing for Chelsea. Jesus with their clearance. This is strictly coincidental. Chelsea are wearing black and I'm wearing black. But I love that. I love that. They're wearing the third kit. I like the third kit, to be fair. It's nice. It's very simple. It looks like something you could wear you can be walking on the road and you're just wearing that shirt. It looks very basic. And basic is good sometimes. Just go back to the basics. That's what I've always said. Oh my days. Napoli have scored again. Poor defending. It's 2-1. There's a little collision there, not sure what's going on. Cucurella tries to clear the ball beforehand. Oh, Joao Pedro was the guilty party, looks like. Trying to control the ball. He wasn't able to do so. Oh, my days. Vergara, not looking good for Chelsea at all. And Rasmus Haaland was the one that got the goal. And I'm telling you, Rasmus Haaland has really I'm telling you, Scott McTominay and Rasmus Haaland have really had a really sort of revolution or revitalization of their careers since the Manchester United. Rasmus Haaland is, I believe, unknown to Napoli though, so he may have to end up leaving if he wants to. But I think, man, that's beautifully worked. That's what you call striker instinct. And Chelsea have really done well defensively, but for these 2 goals, they fell asleep. Mistakes led to this goal as well. But it's Napoli 2, Chelsea 1, and my prediction goes straight out the water. And out the window, I should say. That's good striker instinct. He doesn't even look to see where the goal is. He just takes it first time. And Sanchez is flat-footed, cannot do anything about it. He only raises his hand, but by the time he raises his hand, it's too late. The ball has already passed him and hits the back of the net. Wow. And the Napoli fans are joyous here as they see their team. And Conte, the most passionate coaches you'll ever see, celebrates as Rasmus Haaland, and Lukaku gives his fellow striker a thumbs up as he's grateful to see that his team has come from behind before halftime. Can Chelsea get a goal back here before halftime? They'll try their luck here and they'll try to back themselves to get that goal. But what will Rosenior Chelsea do to try to save this tie? As I've said, Chelsea would need a win to solidify their chances of getting top 8. Pedro Neto slips, but he keeps the ball here. No passing. I'm telling you, the Napoli have caught the box. Oh, Joao Pedro heads the ball over the net. Oh, my days. You may argue that the cross was slightly too high for him and he had to be jumping, but he couldn't keep it down and he is disappointed with himself. Rasmus Haaland, 3 goals in 7 matches in the Champions League for him. My word. What can Chelsea do to come back into this game? That's the question here. There's still enough time for this game to have more goals. But will Rosenior suffer a second defeat as head coach of Chelsea? I've always said that I don't want to see Chelsea lose. However, what I do like is the fact that it's not been smooth sailing. It's no manager bounce basically. There's no bounce going on here. It's just struggles here and there, and you may win, you may lose. And I prefer that being the case so that when things start to get at a consistent basis, nobody can say that it was a manager bounce. But of course, I don't want to see Chelsea lose. So of course, I hope they can come back in this game. That's a yellow card here. The assistant to Conte gets booked. There's a replay of the goal now. Can I see this? Try to stick with this player there. Yeah, man. So there's 3 minutes of added time. We're into the first minute, approaching the second before half time. The free kick is taken. I'm telling you, I love the way that Napoli are playing, man. It really is impressive. Oh, Gusto clears the ball though. Nobody's down there, but just clear the ball up the pitch. That's all that matters. Force Napoli to have to get back into shape. And the goalkeeper is just allowing his teammates to get back into a comfortable area. Reece James has the ball back. Caicedo controls the ball well. Tries to get the ball out, but he loses the ball instead. Enzo Fernández does well to get the ball back. Napoli get the ball back again. A lot of physicality being shown in this match. Beautiful work by Joao Pedro. Gives the ball to Estevao William. I can barely breathe because of how quickly this is going on. Okay, Joao Pedro is said to bring down the Napoli player here. A free kick is given to Napoli. My word. So many things happening in the space of 15 seconds. Oh, my word. Oh, I'm out of breath. Rosenior is shouting Estevao to get back into shape here. Header by Napoli, goal kick from the goalkeeper. Free kick. And it's halftime. So at halftime, it's Napoli 2, Chelsea 1. Let me go over to this right here so that we can look at the statistics so far. All right, so it's halftime. Look at the statistics so far. All right, so based on these statistics, Chelsea have had 54% of the ball. Napoli has had 46%, which is expected. Napoli allowed Chelsea to have the ball. And then on the counter-attack or with the high pressing, they're able to get 2 goals and currently at halftime have the lead. 6 shots from both teams in that first half. 4 shots were on target from Napoli to Chelsea's 3. So they had 1 more shot on target than Chelsea had of their 6. 1 big chance for Napoli. Chelsea had 3, and it is said that they missed 2, while Napoli had 1 big chance, and of course they did not miss it according to Football. So there's been 195 accurate passes, which gives them an 86% accuracy in terms of passing. Chelsea have had 245 accurate passes, and that gives them 88 accuracy in passing. 7 fouls committed by Napoli and 9 from Chelsea. 3 corners for Napoli, I should say, and 1 for Chelsea. 6 total shots, as I've mentioned. 2 of the shots were off target from Chelsea, while Napoli only had 1. 4 shots on target from Napoli, as we've discussed, and 3 for Chelsea. 1 block shot for both teams as well. Hit the woodwork, no time for neither team. 5 shots inside the box from both teams. 1 shot outside the box from both teams as well. And in the defensive aspect, we have 5 tackles from Napoli and 8 tackles from Chelsea. 6 interceptions from Chelsea and 3 from Napoli. 1 block from Chelsea, 0 from Napoli. 3 clearances from Napoli and 8 from Chelsea. 2 keeper saves from both goalkeepers. Duels 1, Napoli have 1 more duels of the 44, so that's 24. Chelsea won only 20. Ground duels 1, 24 for Napoli, 54%. And of course, 17 of the ground duels won were from Chelsea, which is 46%. 4 aerial duels won from Napoli, 57%. And Chelsea had 3 of the aerial duels won, which is 43%. 7 successful dribbles, 78% successful dribbles there for Napoli. 3 successful dribbles and 100% for Chelsea, actually. I think that's Estevao William as well. And so far, the football rating is 88.5 for Oliveira. He's done very well. He's had 2 assists here, which is beautiful for him. Bagala with 1 goal, 7.8 rating for him. Rasmus Holland, 7.5, has a goal as well. Enzo Fernández has 1 goal as well, 7.2. Giovanni Di Lorenzo, 6.8 as well. He's done well defensively. Alessandro Buongiorno, 6.8 as well. He's been doing okayish defensively. Elmas, 6.8. Beret, 6.7. The goalkeeper has not had much to do in this first half. Caicedo's passing has been shaky in this first 45 minutes. Scott McTominay, 6.4 rating. Joao Pedro, 6.6. And you guys can see the rest of it. I am exhausted from talking now, so I'm going to just take this brief. If there's 3 minutes, there's 10 minutes left of halftime, so I'm going to take the time to just shut up and just see what happens in that second half. I'll be right back. Be with me. I'm very drained right now. Alrighty, so we are 8 minutes away from the resumption, or 6 minutes, I should say. My math is off. Um, is it right? Yeah, there was 3 minutes of added time, so 48. Wait, 7, 9. So 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. Um, before the second half resumes. So yeah, man. As I've said, in terms of doing a little halftime sort of analysis, I've liked the game so far. It's of course I'm disappointed Chelsea's behind, but for me, as a football fan as well, I have to commend the way in which Napoli were moving the ball. They also did limit Chelsea's progression. They couldn't get in behind in the wide areas. They kept having to go central with a lot of it, and by having to go central, it also meant that due to the fact that Enzo Fernández is of course the more advanced one, you're always going to be outnumbered. I know that there's some fans that are going to be outraging because of course Chelsea are behind, and of course they're seeing three at the back, and should have made it simple. And people may say that this wasn't simple; it was probably overthinking, trying to match Napoli. However, what we can say is promising is the fact that Chelsea have been able to get in behind. Mistakes is really what has let Chelsea down for both goals. Actually, both the goals that they conceded stem from poor man marking, and that is an issue that we've seen for a while now. And hopefully we can see it be rectified. But in terms of otherwise, Chelsea defended very good. Wesley Fofana was doing very good, and of course Andrea Santos, unfortunately gave the ball away. Trying to clear the ball after Rasmus Højlund was, pressing him. But sadly, it just wasn't meant to be. Yeah, so we just seen the second goal now. Again, Rasmus Højlund, he just snuck in behind. Who's that? I didn't get to see who that defender was, who was defending, who was marking him, I should say, or who should have been marking him. But yeah, Chelsea have a 1-goal deficit to try to overturn right now. It's not the worst thing in the world. Could have been better. Okay, so Wesley Fofana was the one that wasn't able to mark his man. Andre Santos, of course, also beaten. But we'll see what happens in the second half. So we've had 14 more votes now. I mean, 2 more votes, I should say, to bring to 14 votes. It still says Chelsea is going to get the win according to you guys. So it says 7% Napoli wins, 86% Chelsea wins, which is still possible. The game ends in a draw, also has 7% like Napoli wins as well. So we'll see what happens. It's still possible for Chelsea to get a win or to draw the game. Um, I do know that there were some people who were saying we shouldn't be overconfident, and based on what we've seen today, I have not seen anything to suggest that we can't get a result. But at the same time, we have to do better at the chances that we've been able to create. Neto hasn't had the greatest of game, but he's been okay-ish. It's way better than what he was doing against Crystal Palace on the weekend. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, we're about a minute or so before the game resumes. The players are coming out of the tunnel now. You can also see that the stadium is also under construction here. Of course, being renamed in honor of Maradona, who passed away in 2022, I believe it was. If my maths is not wrong, it's either 2021 or 2022. I don't remember if it's 2021 or 2022. He died in 2020. I don't even know where I got 2022 from. He died in 2020. My word. Yeah, so he died in 2020. Maradona died in 2020. Yeah, so this card, what I said before that, Pele is the one that died in 2022. So I knew there was some legend that passed away in 2022. I just couldn't remember who it was. But it was, of course, Pele. The lap is all smiles. You see the likes of Tariq George, at halftime, they're just ensuring that the muscles are being exercised. Of course, they're not starting, so it's important that they are, of course, on the field getting minutes. So the players are coming out now. No signs of Rosenior's Chelsea just yet. I wonder if he's giving one of those speeches where he's saying, "Are we going to lose this game?" Or that trending thing that was going on. I'm just seeing Napoli players, not seeing the Chelsea players yet. But my stream is behind, so I'm aware of the fact that maybe they've already come out and I'm not seeing it just yet. But yeah, let me go back to this right here. So it's 2-1, as we are aware of. Let's see what will happen here. All right, so the players are coming out now on my stream. I could be wrong. If you can get a draw, I think that would be satisfactory for Chelsea. But Napoli need to win if they want to have any chance of getting into the playoff spots. Yeah, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna see what's going on next to see what people are saying. Right, so my stream may be behind. I'm just seeing the players come out now. But yeah. So Cole Palmer replaces Pedro Neto. Interesting. So we'll see if Cole Palmer can be the difference maker. You'd back him to be the difference maker, but Pedro Neto is replaced by Cole Palmer. I don't know, man. Pedro Neto's been having a lot of poor games recently. It's very disappointing, but it is what it is, man. Chelsea defending now on the right hand side. Joao Pedro. Ball stay by the net of Napoli. Enzo Fernández trying to keep the ball here. Dispossessed. Free kick given. Another free kick on Enzo Fernández has won. He's been taken on. De Lorenzo this time brings him down. It's kind of funny how much he's going down, man. Oh my days. Chelsea forced back again. Reece James finds Enzo Fernández, makes a one-touch pass here. Another free kick here. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, Napoli are being very physical. They're trying to keep their lead here. Joao Pedro, this time the player that's been taken down. See. Chelsea forced back to defend. Sanchez. Caicedo. Andre Santos fights Enzo Fernández in the space in the midfield. Joao Pedro and Estevao Willian is the options he has. Cole Palmer gets a touch now. Cole Palmer slips there. Not good, man. That's a chance wasted. Enzo Fernández. Santos gives the ball to him. Caicedo now. Cole Palmer on the right-hand side. Trying to find a space here. As I said, Napoli have been very compact here, not leaving much space in behind. Cucurella and Gio Santos finds a pass to Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro finds Cole Palmer, who takes a shot, blocked by Napoli. Here it is. Malagusto has to go back to Reece James. Here's Fofana. Oh, bad pass by Fofana. Napoli on the attack here. Oh, good defending there, Napoli. Napoli had a chance there. Was it Fofana giving the ball straight to the outrushing Napoli attacker? Fofana back to Sanchez. Rasmus Holland is lurking around. Reece James. And Jay Santos tries to go over the top here. Probably should have relaxed there. Joao Pedro keeps the ball well here. Estevao on the left-hand side here. He has no options there. He decides to go over to the right-hand side to Malagusto. Ball's blocked and intercepted here. Napoli do well to keep it in. But the ball did go out of play, actually. Just about, slightly. He tried his best there, Oliveira. Good pass there by Andre Santos. Malagusto trying to get the ball here, but not working out for him, sadly. Oh, wow. Chelsea are really fighting here. They're trying to get the goal. You can see it. Cole Palmer, dispossessed by Scott McTominay, the Scottish warrior. Back to Meretz, the goalkeeper for Napoli. High press by Estevao Willian. Estevao Willian, oh. Free kick to Napoli. Estevao Willian, the guilty party. Ooh. There you go. Andre Santos. Enzo Fernández here. High pressing here by Napoli. Reece James, Caicedo, Andre Santos. Caicedo finds Reece James. Malagusto over to the right-hand side here. Cole Palmer is in the midfield. Joao Pedro gives the ball back here. Cole Palmer gets the ball back. Malagusto giving it to Cole Palmer. Was it Fofana? Andre Santos. Enzo Fernández. Reece James. Oh, wow. Napoli get the ball back here. Napoli back on the attack. Was it Fofana gets a foot in. Back into Andre Santos, Cucurella. Estevao Willian on the left-hand side, having been moved over to the left with Neto being replaced. Caicedo, Andre Santos. It's 1-2 passing here. Enzo Fernández under pressure here, tries to keep the ball here. Does well to get the ball back to Andre Santos. Oh, bad pass there. And was Fofana in terms of distribution has really been shaky since the second half was kicked off. Malagusto back to James. James has nowhere to go to the right hand side. He decides to go back to Sanchez to build up play again. Was it Fofana? Kukulea? Estevao William has a battle here with the likes of Alveola. He tries to win it here. The ball goes out of play. Napoli are ensuring that they protect their lead here. We've had another vote here. 15 votes now. Somebody has said that they think the game ends in a draw. So it's 7% says Napoli wins, which is crazy to me considering the fact that they're leading right now. 80% Chelsea wins and 13% the game ends in a draw, which it looks more likely that this game ends in a draw or a win to Napoli. But there's still enough time for Chelsea to try to turn the game around. However, Napoli will fancy their chance of adding another goal. Napoli on the attack again. Napoli trying to build up with Scott McTominay. Chelsea defending very deep now. The only way to beat their defensive line is trying to go over the top and hoping that they can get the second ball or the loose ball that perhaps will be there. Napoli have to go back to the goalkeeper. No way beyond Chelsea there. Joao Pedro trying to add pressure to Meret, the goalkeeper here for Napoli. Rasmus Haaland does well to keep the ball, hold the ball up well. He has the support here. Napoli trying to get a third goal, having scored a goal right before halftime that first half. Di Lorenzo, Spinazzola, Rasmus Haaland. And it's a throw into Chelsea. Kukulea trying to see if there's any option available. Caicedo has a lot of pressure being applied to him here. Wesley Fofana back to Sanchez. Finds Malagusto. Malagusto has a lot of space here. Ooh, Cole has to drop very deep here. Napoli are pressing very aggressively here. Napoli get the ball back now. Chelsea are having a warm time trying to get the ball into that attacking half. Napoli have the ball yet again. Napoli are forced back here. Enzo Fernández keeps the press on. Joao Pedro sitting deep here. Napoli. Oh, the ball goes out for Napoli. Chelsea get a throw in. 57 minutes have gone in this game. Still enough time for another goal. Andres Santos 1-2 here with Enzo Fernández. Caicedo. Chelsea are very high now. Enzo Fernández finds Estevao William on the left-hand side open. Enzo Fernández. Kukulea is very advanced here. Joao Pedro. Kukulea is in the central area. Loses the ball though. Joao Pedro loses the ball. Unlucky. Spinazzola does well here. A lot of pressure here by Chelsea. Ball's head down here. Kukulea. Oh, Fofana. As I said, distribution has been very poor in the second half. Rhys James. Caicedo. Joao Pedro. Too much weight on that pass. Couldn't find Joao Pedro. Napoli trying to build up from the back again to try to get their third goal. Let me just check what the score is elsewhere as well. So elsewhere it is okay. Let me see if I can. I don't know. I'm going to do this now. Oh Lord. All right. So Athletic Club Athletic Bilbao versus Sporting. Athletic Club is leading 2-1 over Sporting. Liverpool are winning 4-0. As I said, this could be cricket. This could be a cricket score for the likes of Liverpool versus Karabag, and so far they're only 2 goals away from it being 6. So Barcelona are 1-1 against Copenhagen. Monaco versus Juventus is still goalless. Ajax versus Olympiacos. Ajax is losing 1-0 to Olympiacos. PSG are losing 2-1 to Newcastle. Oh my days. Whoa, what a turn of events. What a turn of events. And Napoli, of course, leading 2-1 over Chelsea presently. Dortmund versus Inter Milan is 0-0 presently. Frankfurt is losing 1-0 to Tottenham. Tottenham are leading currently. Atletico Madrid are drawing with Glimt 1-1. Leverkusen is leading 2-0 over Villarreal. Arsenal are, of course, leading 3-1 over Kerala from Kazakhstan. Pafos is leading 2-1 over Slavia Praha. Man City are leading 2-0 over Galatasaray. Club Brugge is winning 2-0 over Marseille. Benfica is leading 2-1 over Real Madrid. Oh my days. Atalanta versus Union Saints Giolis is 0-0 as well. Bayern Munich is winning 1-0 over PSV. So I'm going to take a look at the table to see what the table is looking like presently. And there's been a substitution. Substitutions have been made here from Chelsea. Malo Gusto has been replaced. Trevor Chalobah has come on. I didn't get to see who else came off, and who has come on. I'm gonna have to go back to see who has been replaced here. Let's see what's going on here. Who was replaced? All right, so Neto Santos has been replaced and Malo Gusto. So Chalobah comes on, and Gittins has also come on as well. So Cole Palmer, Trevor Chalobah, and Gittins, the substitutions that have taken place so far in the second half. All right, so Chalobah to Sanchez, who has a lot of pressure being applied to him here, has to kick the ball long. The ball goes out for a throwing due to him being under pressure and not feeling confidence there to handle it. All right, 60 minutes have gone of this game, 30 minutes to go of normal time. Chelsea are yeah. So the table as it stands right now, Chelsea by dropping out of the top 8 presently. Oh wow, Newcastle's goal looks like it has been ruled out. It's still 1-1. Okay, so Newcastle's goal has been ruled out, but they remain in the top 8. In the 5th, Tottenham are 4th, leading right now. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. Chelsea on the attack here. Chalobah. Fofana. Here's Cole Palmer. Reece James in the right back role now, having centre back come on. Estevao William. Here we go. Cole Palmer. Finds Joao Pedro. Here's Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro with a shot. 2-2. Yes. I'm sorry. I was trying to be neutral, but Chelsea have scored. What a strike by Joao Pedro. And I'll get a point for Joao Pedro scoring on the 5th stand up. Wonderful. And there we go. We get a goal back. Beautiful work. Chelsea have gotten an equalizer. Napoli 2, Chelsea 2. And the difference maker listen, man. Liam Rosenior, you are a genius. You are a genius. The players that he brought on were crucial to this equalizer. Oh, and the little tweaking of the setup here. Reece James gets put into the right back role. Chalobah comes on in the centre back role. Santos is replaced. Gittins comes on. Gittins opened up that space there for Joao Pedro to take that beautiful strike. Lovely work. And Rosenior, you are a genius. Lovely tactical tweak here from him, because the substitutions that he made led to that goal. Beautiful. He learned from his mistakes. That is why Rosenior has my respect. Rosenior is so good. Rosenior is a genius. Oh my days. Not even 2 minutes good since he made those substitutions. And they've come to Guessing the ball back there. Oh my word, Cole Palmer. Oh, but my internet is gone. Okay, thank God. All right, so beautiful work from Chelsea and Rosenior. Let me see what Blue Line Chelsea is saying here. He said quite a few things here. All right, so Chelsea on 13. Well, that will probably change now. I'll have to look at the table to see what that will mean. So Chelsea are now 10th, in the playoff spots. Still Newcastle are 9th. Real Madrid are losing 3-1 to Benfica. Bloody hell. All right, so it's 2-2 as we've said. I'm gonna go back to what you're saying here. 3-1 Mourinho, 3 Real Madrid. I like what you said, Mourinho, not Benfica. It's Mourinho. Don't forget to smash the like button. As Nightbot says here, goal. Yeah, celebrating there. Winning mentality. Sorry, Liam haters. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my tweet ready for that. So hopefully we can get the win now. Still enough time to get the win. This is Joao Pedro's second goal in 6 matches. Hopefully we can see more of the same from him as he continues. He's in good goal scoring form right now, and I'm loving that from the player that we've put here. So let's see what Blue Line Chelsea has said here for the remainder. Okay, so he says we learn from mistakes. It is a positive earning progress. You never learn by being in your own zone. Well done, guys. All right, so that's what Blue Line Chelsea has said. Let's see what's going on here. Chelsea will fancy their chance of getting the win here. So we still have it saying the game will end in a draw 30%. Chelsea wins 80%, and Napoli wins 7%. We'll see what happens. There's still enough time for a winner or for some additional goals to be scored. Let's see what happens. Very interesting game so far. So Barca is 5th. Yeah, that is the case. We're just going to take the time to just quickly switch over to this. Yeah, they're 5th right now on 16 points. Of course, with Chelsea conceding 2 goals, their goal difference is now 6. So if Chelsea win and they get the 2 additional points, and of course they score a goal, they will be going ahead of Barcelona on goal difference. That is if Barcelona don't get another goal. Chelsea would have not conceded the 2 goals to have this. But I'm telling you, this is very drama-filled right now. Very drama-filled right now. So I'm going to share this tab right now so you guys can see how the table looks. So Arsenal, of course, leading 3-1 over Karat right now, or on 24 points. They will have a perfect record in the Champions League phase. Bayern Munich, having lost 1 game, will be on 21 points if they get the win. Liverpool have scored another goal to make it 5-0, and they've lost only 2 games, and of course right now they're winning, and of course they're gonna win. So not right now, they're gonna win this match, so they'll get 6 wins, and they'll be 3rd with 18 points. Tottenham are on 17 points. Can you imagine? Tottenham are doing poorly in the league, which is the Premier League, but they're doing well in the Champions League right now on 17 points. Real Madrid have gotten a goal back now, and it's 3-2. All right, so it doesn't end there. Real Madrid are fighting back here. That's a bad pass from Sanchez, but Chalobah sees it and clears the ball to safety. Reece James, and as you guys can see, Tottenham, as I said, are 4th. Real Madrid are on 7th, getting a goal back, trying to add to the goal difference. Gittins on their left-hand side tries to come central here. Finds Reece James, Enzo Fernández, back to Caicedo, Cole Palmer on the right-hand side. Estevao Willian moved to the right-hand side here. Here's Cole Palmer back to Estevao Willian. Cole Palmer linking up here with Estevao Willian. Enzo Fernández in the space. Beautiful work here. Enzo Fernández takes a shot, and it just goes too high. Beautiful build-up there by Chelsea, but that's a very poor ending to that build-up. And I'm telling you, Chelsea did well with the passing there. They weren't rushing it. They were very patient, and they opened up the gaps here. And just a confirmation here, just to show that Joao Pedro was onside, and we see that beautiful strike. Meret could do absolutely nothing about that there. Yeah, Mbappe scored the second goal, you're seeing, Jerry, Blue Line Chelsea. Thank you very much. So, let's see. Napoli on the attack here. They're trying to regain the lead. Wow. Napoli do well here. Chelsea trying to build out here from the back. Reece James. Chalobah. Caicedo dropping deep to allow that pass lane to be there. Joao Pedro. Caicedo. Enzo Fernández. Caicedo. Enzo Fernández. Napoli are forcing Chelsea to go back here. No way out. Reece James finds Cole Palmer, who dropped deep as well to allow that pass lane to be there. Back to Sanchez. Chalobah. Kukurea. He finds the likes of Gittins, who is surrounded by 3 players. Gittins loses the ball. Kukurea trying to win back the ball here. Gittins trying to help him regain the ball. Napoli on the attack on the right-hand side. Crosses the box. Good defending by Chalobah. Corner kick. And he celebrates like it's a goal. Good defending there by Chalobah. Good man marking. And he saw what was going to happen and he defends beautifully. Great work. But it's a corner kick to Napoli, so the job isn't done yet. Corner taken. Oh, somebody in there. Kukurea gets the head to it. Napoli players down. Scott McTominay was done. He's okay now. It looks like he's back on his feet. And the ball goes back into Napoli's half. Corner kick averted right now. There's a replay of the block by Chalobah, preventing Rasmus Højlund from getting his second and giving Napoli the lead. And Conte also gutted by that as well. There was a shout for a handball there in the build-up. %51% ball possession for Napoli here. Chelsea with 49%. Napoli on the attack again. Chelsea able to defend there. Enzo Fernández goes back to Reece James. Was it Fofana? Enzo Fernández. Cole Palmer drops deep here. Reece James is in the advanced area here. Back to Wesley Fofana. Cole Palmer playing as a makeshift right centre back temporarily as James is more advanced. Caicedo. Estevao William. Gittins is over there on the left-hand side. If they want to use him. Caicedo. Enzo Fernández. Tries to find Cole Palmer, who ensures he runs towards the ball so Napoli don't get the ball back. Enzo Fernández. Chelsea have no way through, so they have to go backwards. And Napoli will be very ecstatic with the fact that they forced Chelsea back there. Robert Sanchez clears the ball up the field. Ball goes out for a throw. Gittins keeps it in. Just about keeps it in. And Rosenior claps his left winger for being able to keep the ball in. There's Chalobah, Caicedo. Joao Pedro is being pressured here, but he does well here. Joao Pedro drops very deep here in the midfield area. Enzo Fernández drops deep as well to be in the central area. You can see the shape that they're being there. James just about almost give the ball away, but he's able to get a touch here to get the ball back to Fofana. Chalobah here. Chelsea are forced back yet again. Kukurea on the left-hand side. Back again to Chalobah. Caicedo. Rafinha 3, Barca 1. I don't know. Rafinha 3, Barca 1? I don't understand what that means. Rafinha 3, Barca 1? Wait, what? Is it a different Rafinha? I'm so confused. Rafinha 3, Barca. Wait, hold on. Or is that an error? I'm not understanding. what you mean there. Oh, Estevao with the guilty party there. I don't understand. You mean Rafinha makes it 3-1 to Barcelona. So right, penalty was taken, yeah. I'm not sure. I was so confused what you mean by Rafinha 3 Barcelona 1. That was weird. Adrenaline sky high, yeah. So Garnacho comes on for Estevao William. So the number 41 comes off for number 49. Can Garnacho get a goal here for Chelsea? All right, Chelsea on the attack here immediately. Cole Palmer to Enzo Fernández. He takes a shot, but it's blocked by Napoli. Great defending there by Napoli. Yeah, one goal can save us from the playoff for sure. Reece James was fouled, but the advantage was played. Oh, Reece James is all right. Reece James is okay. Okay, what's that? De Lorenzo is also down. Okay. So one goal can save us from playoff, and Buline Chelsea says, or do we win UCL the hard way? You are very confident we win the UCL. I am. How can I describe my feeling about winning about the possibility of winning the Champions League? I think Chelsea have an outside chance. It's not Chelsea have won the Champions League with worse players, and when I say worse players, that isn't to disrespect the team that won it in 2021. But in all honesty, the team had top-notch players like Conte. We had Jorginho, Kovacic, and all those players available. We do have Enzo Fernández, who I could say is a replacement to Jorginho. We have Caicedo, who people may argue is a replacement for Conte. And Andres Santos is a Kovacic replacement. But I don't know. The team was more well-rehearsed back then. This team, some of these players have, of course, won the Club World Cup. So maybe they have that fighting spirit. And, of course, they won the Conference League as well. Can't discredit that, because it's still a trophy in Europe. But can you imagine Rosenior winning his first Champions League when people call him a PE teacher? That'd be madness. I don't know, man. But you never know. Luck of draws can help you, and in one-off games you can probably win. Look at what happened with Maresca and PSG. We got lucky in terms of some of those draws, or some of those matches in the Club World Cup. Having to only face off against a top team only once. In that final, of course, in PSG. I don't know. The circumstances are, of course, different now, because it's not after. It won't be after a full season or post a full season. Of course, be a part of the full season. So Garnacho here to Gittins. Very interesting to see Gittins and Garnacho on the same side. Just like we had Estevao and Kopama on the same side here, but it looks like Garnacho will be playing as a supporting striker, or supporting or a false nine, I should say, to Joao Pedro. Enzo Fernández under pressure here. He does well to get beyond that press. Enzo Fernández, the ball bounces off the foot of the number 8 for Napoli here. Cannot remember his name at this present moment, so forgive me for that. But throwing taken quickly by Kukurea. Chalaba skies the ball all the way back to Fofana. Sanchez was also there to try to be a passing option. Cole Palmer. Fofana. Cole Palmer again. Wow. Cole Palmer tries to get the ball here. He is dispossessed here. It's a possibility, you say, Blue Line Chelsea. Yeah, it is. But we need to ensure that we don't lose this match. Good defending there by Fofana. Fofana makes up for the error that he had in that first half that led to the second goal as well. But Napoli still have the ball here. The danger is not averted yet for Chelsea. Napoli are forced back here, but they're still in Chelsea's half. They're forced to give the ball over to the right-hand side here. Napoli are forced back here due to the press. Chelsea trying to do the same thing that they did to Chelsea and force them back here. We have around 10 minutes or so of normal time. We'll see how much minutes of added time is added here. Free kick here. Or I beg your pardon, offside. Or free kick still. Fair enough. Garnacho. Gittins on the left-hand side here in support. But he decides to go back to Enzo Fernández, his fellow countryman or Argentinian. Here it is. Joao Pedro trying to find Cole Palm, but the little interception and deflection give the ball back to Napoli. Marinette for Napoli clears the ball here. Fofana tries to get up big and he finds his teammate in Caicedo Cucurella get the ball now. Here's Gittins here. Garnacho is indeed supporting Joao Pedro up top. Gittins tries to get behind Napoli here and he does well to move central. Garnacho moves over to the left-hand side. Garnacho is frustrated. Gittins did not see that. He was trying to give him that passing option. And, of course, Gittins gives the ball away instead. Napoli trying to build out from the back yet again. Wow. This is beautiful tactical masterpiece right here on this field. This is crazy. Header there by Reece James. I beg your pardon for Fofana indeed. Blocked by Reece James here. And Cole Palmer in an offside position could not touch the ball there. Wow, man. There's so many things happening. And Lukaku is coming on here very soon. The next time the ball goes out of play. The former Chelsea striker, former Inter Milan striker, the former Manchester United striker, the former Roma striker. This man has been all over the place. He's coming on for Napoli very soon. As soon as the ball goes out of play, hopefully we can get a goal here so that he doesn't come on and score the third goal for Napoli and it could be the winner. It would be a very crazy narrative. It would be sort of poetic from a Napoli perspective if he comes on and gets that winning goal for them. But hopefully that will not be the commentator's curse. Cucurella defending well here. Oh, he goes down here. No free kick is awarded and it's a throw-in instead. Wow. Okay, yeah, that should be a free kick for sure. He was pushed off the ball there, Cucurella. And Cucurella is arguing with the fourth official. Don't forget to smash the like button, guys. 6 likes. We're on 4 likes. We can get to 6. Come on, man. Surely. Come on. Just 2 more likes. Let's do it, man. James is trying to get the ball there. Oh, he's offside there, Garnacho. Surely he's offside. Garnacho. Oh, nobody's there. Oh, no. Offside flag is raised now. Sure, you could see that Garnacho was offside. That's why he didn't really try to do much there. But he continued there. Yeah, he timed his run poorly there. Or James probably had the ball slightly too long. Come on, Chelsea. Blue line Chelsea says. And here we go. Napoli are making a substitution here. Spinazzola and Elmas comes off. So Spinazzola comes off for Lukaku. And who's this player? And Buemeka. Buemeka comes on for the likes of, who's that? For Elmas. Let's see what's going to happen here. So substitution is made. Let's see what's going to happen here. Lukaku is on the pitch against his former side. Let's see what's going to happen here. Chelsea dispossesses Napoli here. Cole Palmer does well here. Enzo Fernández. Cole Palmer finds Joao Pedro. Garnacho is in space. Come on, Joao Pedro. Garnacho. Joao Pedro again. Yes, sir. Come on. 3-2. That's a brace for Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro is on a hat trick. That's it. Beautiful work. Come on. Chelsea. 3-2. Lovely. So from taking lead to conceding, then going behind, then getting the equalizer, then scoring. This match has had everything. It's a 5-goal thriller as well. Napoli 2, Chelsea 3. And that is just what you wanted to see. Lukaku comes on. Blue line Chelsea is going off crazy. 7 people watching. Let's get the likes up, people. Drop a like on the stream, lads. Let's get the likes up, people. I'm begging you, please. Let us get the likes up. All right, so 17 votes now. let's see what's going to happen here. So let's see what Blue Line Chelsea is saying in full. All right, so where is it? So goal. Okay, so 1 goal to avoid 2 unnecessary draining games in a hectic season. Okay, so yay, Maresca out. I can't believe just made me say that while I got Blue Line Chelsea. Liam in. Shh. Let's go. That's what we wanted to see. Another one for cushion. Cole Palmer with the assist as well. I'm telling you, Liam Rosenier's substitutions have been the difference maker in this second half. And Joao Pedro has scored 2 goals in this match. And now he needs 1 more to get a hat-trick. I hope he gets the hat-trick before he comes off. Liam Delap may be getting only 5 minutes of game time today, or probably less. We'll see what happens here. All right, Napoli on the attack here. Lukaku was clapping, trying to get his team to be rallied. I'm gonna get my tweet ready so that when the final whistle is blown, I can put it out and say that, my word, man. So much things has happened in this game. I'm gonna prepare the tweet that I'm gonna post. Here. So Scott McTominay. Here. Let's see. So but this shield, of course, warming up in the event anything is necessary. So I have my tweet ready to be posted as soon as it's required. But yeah, so I've worked on it. After, of course, looking at this from an analytical perspective as well, I was able to see the little things that were tweaked. So of course, that's going to be in the tweet. So I know my good friend Jerry will be ecstatic when he sees that tweet. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to say it here. So when he sees this tweet, I'm sure he's going to be ecstatic. But Liam haters cry more because he learned from his mistake. Enzo Fernández has a chance to make it 4-2 here, I should say. My word, I'm jumping the gun here. Gittins back, look at 1-2 here, Cucurella. Gittins again. Gittins back to Cucurella again. Finds Garnacho back to Enzo Fernández. So much quick movements are going on here. Gittins again. Back to who's that? Chalaba. Back to Wesley Fofana, Enzo Fernández. Back to Sanchez. So much rhyming here. Fernandez, Sanchez. Who's going to be next? That rhymed as well. Oh, Gittins tried his best to keep that in, but he couldn't. And Di Lorenzo gets the ball quickly, tries to throw it back to his fellow compatriot. And Napoli back on the attack here. They still can get a goal here to make it 3-3 and make this game a draw. We'll see what happens here, but Chelsea seem to try to get a fourth if they can. Lukaku struggling massively here. Chelsea on the attack again here. Cole Palmer dispossessed of the ball. No free kick here. Cole Palmer is rolling on the ground though. Napoli. Scott McTominay over to Rasmus Haaland. Back into the defensive half. A free kick here. Scott McTominay is down. Yellow card to Wesley Fofana. Wow. Let me check what's going on in the chat here, because I know I've missed some things because I'm looking at the game itself. It's fine now. Check microphone. You're muted. Okay, I'm not muted. All right, cool. All right, so you I don't know which part you weren't hearing, but hopefully you can hear me now. Let's see. I need to find a picture that suits this very monumentous occasion right now with Rosenior. Liam haters, you can cry more. I'm gonna just relax myself. The game isn't over yet. We need to get another goal, and I can say this with confidence. Here is Garnacho with the ball. Joao Pedro was offside. He had to leave the ball there. He's onside now. Get the ball to Joao Pedro. Garnacho. Cucurella. Back to Joao Pedro. Dispossessed here. Free kick. But this looks like he's going to come on as well. Let's see what's going to happen here. I'm telling you, man, Liam Rosenior is a genius. The Gittins. What the bloody hell? Oh my days. That is ruthless. Gittins came on and now he's been taken off a body shield. Bloody hell. Wow. That is ruthlessness from Rosenior. Wow. Oh my word. Oh my word. I guess he's trying to be defensive here to close out the game, but that's crazy. You brought on Gittins and you take him off in the second half. Oh my word, that's crazy. Wow. I'm not going to question you, though, Rosenior. You've done everything good so far in this game, but my word, that's harsh. Wow. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know much people are deleting their tweets, but I know a lot of people are saying that, oh, it wasn't the manager. It wasn't the manager. It wasn't the manager. Oh, shut up. It was the manager, man. Do you think if it was Maresca and this was a situation we would come back like that so quickly? Nah, I don't think so. Oh, my days. Another free kick here. Vegada is frustrated here with the referee. But my tweet is ready. For when it's time to post. Just waiting for the full time. I'm gonna tag beep. I'm gonna get ready to tag people in this. We're 4 minutes away from the end of this game. Hopefully Chelsea can keep the game at 3-2 or to another one. In the behind here, Napoli. Oh, Enzo Fernández. Chelsea get out with that chance here, and it's a throw-in. Reece James celebrates getting the throw-in like it's a goal. Oh my God. That is the mentality you want to see. They're celebrating that they've just got a goal just by getting a throw-in. Madness. That was a close one there. The defense shot down here, but James did beautifully there. And of course, Enzo Fernández did enough to keep the ball in. But James takes the throw in here, trying to just cut off some time. Joao Pedro pushed off the ball. Joao Pedro, another throw in here. All right, just 2 more minutes left. No matter how this game went, Napoli can be proud of the way they played. They were unlucky with the 3 goals that they conceded. The same could be said. Mistakes led to the goals that Chelsea conceded. But yeah, they Conte will be disappointed if his team loses this game, but they played very well. They were able to keep Chelsea at bay, and of course, Rosenior is able to get a win here. This is going to be, I think, it's going to be the first coach, former Chelsea coach, that he will have beaten. Like Maresca beat Jose Mourinho earlier in the season. Chelsea have to clear the ball, Garnacho. Just clear the ball. What are you doing, Garnacho? No! What are you doing, Garnacho? Napoli in the attack. Oh, Lukaku with the shot, and Sanchez with a quick response. That could have been 3-3, and that should have been 3-3, but good save by Sanchez. Bloody hell, that was so dangerous, man. My heart almost came through my mouth. I thought Lukaku was going to score against Chelsea. My heart would have been broken if he did. The elephant in the room. That guy. Oh, my word. There's still time for them to score another goal. We need to defend well here or get another goal quickly. Garnacho in for the ball here. Napoli get the ball back here. My word. Can you imagine if Lukaku had scored that chance? Oh, my word. Oh, my. I would have to delete my tweet. The haters wouldn't have to delete it. The Liam fans would have to delete their tweet. Because if we had conceded, I would have cried. I would have literally cried if we conceded a while ago. Come on, just 20 seconds before the final whistle. Come on, we can do this. Come on, defend as a unit. Everybody drop deep. Just put 10 players behind the ball. I don't care. Come on, Garnacho. Keep the ball in. Get another goal. Let's go, Garnacho. Run. We'll take the throw. The game is almost over. Final whistle about to be blown. Let's go, lads. Come on, man. Come on, guys. You can do this. Come on, Chelsea. We're almost there. Almost there. Just a couple seconds left. I don't know why the whistle hasn't been blown yet. We're almost there. Almost there. And we've come from behind here. It looks like, and we've gotten the win. And we've done it. Yes. Rosenior's Chelsea have gotten their 5th win in 6 games. And it wasn't easy. Chelsea don't do things easily. And just like that, it ends. Napoli 2, Chelsea 3. A brace by Joao Pedro and an Enzo Fernández penalty was enough to change the narrative after it was Rasmus Haaland and, of course, Vegala, who scored the goals in the first half. But Chelsea able to come back from behind. And it was masterclass by Rosenior in that second half. And that is my coach. That is my coach. The genius, Rosenior. Yes. I'm gonna post my tweet now, and so I can share it here. But I love the response from the boys, man. Never gave up. Amazing game, as Blue Line Chelsea says here. Never had a single time in the game which felt like football. Okay, never had a single game which felt like football in the last 18 months. Thank you again, Maresca, for quitting. See you on the other side. All right. So I'm going to just quickly share my tweet now that I've posted. I've also tagged my good friend Jerry in it so that he can see it as well. But this is the tweet. So this is what I have posted. As I said, I was watching the game so you guys can see what happened. So this, okay, let me put this in full screen. Big up to you, Miss Melina. Thank you for tuning in. I saw that that Arsenal won 3-2, just like Chelsea did. It wasn't in the latter part, it probably was nervy, but so it ended 3-2 to Arsenal. Kariat Almaty got a second goal in at a time, and but they remained top and they finished the league phase undefeated with 8 wins, 24 points as well. So fair play, and they scored 23 goals. So they averaged around 2 point something. I'm not that good mathematically, so I'm not gonna go, but it's 2 point something. If they had scored one more goal, it would have been 20. It would have been averaging 3 goals per game. However, it's 23. Big up to you, Miss Medina. Thank you for tuning in. But this is my tweet. Let me put this in full screen so you guys can see it. All right. So this is the tweet. So I said, Rosenior took a risk today, as he does in all his coach games. He realized that Napoli was trying to close off the wide areas as passing lanes and brought on a centre-back in Chalobah to get some more comfort in that defense and move James into his natural role. Liam haters, cry more. That's the tweet, lads. That is the tweet. Rosenior is my boy. Liam Rosenior. He has beaten the last Chelsea coach to win the Premier League with Chelsea. He defeated him 3-2. Of course, Maresca did defeat. Did Maresca defeat Conte? No, I don't know. I don't think did they face off against each other. I don't think did Maresca face off against Conte. I don't remember. But what I do know is that I know for a fact Maresca faced off against Mourinho and he defeated him. That's for sure. I can't remember any other coach that we faced off against and Maresca defeated. That was a former coach of Chelsea. Not at this time. That's in the past. But what I do know is that Rosenior has defeated Antonio Conte. He's become yet another coach that has gotten the better of, or Chelsea coach specifically, to get the better of Conte. But as I said, Conte will be disappointed that his team did not get the win. However, they did beautifully in the game. They did well. They performed very good. They were causing Chelsea to have to go backwards a lot of the time. Nonetheless, it ends Chelsea 3, Napoli 2, or Napoli 2, Chelsea 3. Chelsea getting a win. And of course, if I share this with you now, you should see that the top 8 as it stands is Arsenal in first place with 24 points with a win over Carriat. Bayern Munich with 21 points with their win as well. On 21, second place, Liverpool in third with 18 points. They also got a win. I don't know if they got that 6th goal that I thought they would get, but they got 18, so they're in the top 3. Tottenham gets a win as well. That's good for them. They got their 4th. Barcelona are leading 4-1 presently. That game should be concluding soon, and they're 16. And they will be ahead of us by a goal difference because they scored, of course, 1 extra goal than we did as well. And overall, they've scored more goals on us as well, but they've conceded a lot more goals than we have, or 4 more goals than we have as well. So Chelsea, of course, finished 6th. Man City finished 8th. Sporting finished 17th, and this is crazy. So you can see that from 5th to 8th or 16. If Real Madrid were able to get another goal, that could also change the thing, and City could miss out and drop to 9th. But is that game over? We'll see if they can get that 3rd goal. But probably that would not happen. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Inter Milan are 10th behind Real Madrid. PSG will be, PSG, the Champions League holders, are going to have to play playoffs. Oh, my days. Newcastle dropped out of the top 8 to 12 with 14 points. Juventus on 13. So, wow. So the current holders will have to play the playoffs. That is crazy. Wow. Drama. Champions League. This is why we love Champions League. Big up to you. Says Real Madrid and PSG in playoffs. That's crazy. Yeah, man. I'm shocked. Excellent stream. Come on, you Blues. Big up to you, Blue Line Chelsea. Thank you for tuning in today. We've been streaming for 3 hours. We started at 7 p.m. UK time, and it is now 10:01, I should say, UK time. So yeah. So I mean, I wanted to do a review. That may not happen today because I'm very tired. I've been sitting here for over 2 hours. I'm very drained. But I thank everybody that tuned in, dropped a like, and showed support. And also let me end this poll because the poll is no longer relevant. But thank you guys for tuning into the show today. As Nightbot says here, I'm gonna see if anybody has interacted with my tweet other than I have, because of course you saw. Okay, people have. So as I said before, I'm going to share this tweet one last time before I end the stream. So as I said, Rosenior took a risk today, as he does in all his coach games. He realized that Napoli was trying to close off the wide areas as passing lanes and brought on a centre-back in Tolabo to get some more comfort in that defense and move James into his natural role. Liam haters cry more. As I said, Liam haters, you better cry more because Liam Rosenior is here to stay. And he's shown that he is a tactical genius. And this is why he has my backing, because I can see the potential. I could see the potential with Maresca. And as I always said, I was one of Maresca's biggest fans in the early days. But my biggest problem was that he kept complaining and whining like you know what I'm saying. So because of that, I lost respect for him, because you stop complaining, do what you need to be doing, man. You came in, you know what you were signing up for. Stop complaining. But anyways, that's in the past. Maresca's in the past. He's in the rear view mirror. The driver and the person in the driver's seat is Liam Rosenior, and he has gotten his 5th win in 6 games. Of course, the only defeat he suffered was against Arsenal in that very close match, which ended 3-2 as well, ironically. And we'll see what happens when we face off against them in around what, 5 to 6 days. So Arsenal, that's it. So let's see what happens there. Rosenior has had a beautiful start to life at Chelsea, and I'm happy that it's not a manageable, because we've seen struggles, we've seen some adversity that we've had to go over. But I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to end the stream, because if I don't, I'm going to keep speaking until probably 11 p.m. UK time. So I'm going to just end the stream here. As I said, thank you very much for tuning in. Big up to Blue Line Chelsea for tuning in. I see that my good friend Jerry has seen the tweet and he's reposted it. So thank you very much for tuning in, as I've said. And I'll see you guys whenever I see you. I may do a Chelsea women watch along on the weekend. I'm not sure if I will, but if I can, and I'll do it. That content seems to do way better than the men's content. So thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers. And once more, before I end the stream, please check out this tactical analysis video on Jeremy Jacquet. It's around 8 minutes long. It won't take you long. And it goes into his playing style, his strengths, his weaknesses, and what some Chelsea fans believe he can bring to Chelsea should he be brought in as well as another defender for the long-term project that the Blue Coat model has been able to utilize. So thank you very much. Let's see what he can do if he joins Chelsea. Reports are saying that he wants to come to Chelsea over any other team, which is so shocking to me. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers, and up the Chelsea.
We glide.